That nigga from the west side. I'm from the south side. That nigga from Toronto. Wait, before we get too deep into this. Yo, the podcast people listen, one only legend of winning, aka Low. We back with another episode of Peer to Peer Podcast. On my left, I have my co-host Agent Zero. Say what's up.
Your esteemed co-host. Hey, how's it going, fellas? What did I do today? I don't think I did. You know those days?
Nah, we talk money. We talk bags.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. We discussed the business.
That enough alone was that's enough. That's enough.
It's funny because like when people don't ask me how my day went, I dead ass like I will never remember what happened that day. Like I just did it and then I forgot it and it never happened.
Facts.
Type shit.
Behind the desk, we got our producer back, John. Talk to him, boy.
Hey, what's going on? I'm here.
Thanks for joining us on this podcast, John.
That's by far your best intro you've ever done.
That's like that one. I thought about that one before I came up.
I can tell.
You practiced that right there?
It's probably 'cause my hat's off. My hat be hold back some of my thoughts.
Oh, he wants to say
you're losing that shit.
Yeah, you want to
probably the 7 and 1.
You got it.
And finally, we have a special guest on the left of me as well. Miss Mariah.
Yes. I felt like the elephant in the room for a second. You was like, I got mans all the way to the left, mans in the back.
I always do the guest last, special guest last.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Happy to be here.
Before we get into it, shout out to my audio people on all platforms: Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate us a 5-star. Also, shout out to my people on YouTube as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section below, like it also. And when you get done with all that, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join.
Oh yeah, so you can find me on Instagram.
Nah. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join. So you can join Noti Gang. Shout out my word of mouth people as well out there.
Man.
Before we get into the Instagram and the IGs though, please explain to the audience who you are, Miss Mariah. What do you do? Why are you here? The story you have to tell. Give them a little,
of course,
quick little synopsis on what's
man,
going on.
You give me anxiety. Could you pick up your cup, man?
Yeah, man.
God damn.
And then let her know what happened when she don't know Noti Gang. You can't let that slide because it's female. We equalizers over here. Everything is equal.
See, like I asked before I even came on here, you know, like what I need to know. I feel like.
No, it's kind of.
Did you ask that? I don't remember that question.
She did ask the rules.
Oh,
maybe I asked it.
Okay, I wasn't there.
In my head.
Normally, like
in my head.
You asked that shit in your head.
Maybe I did.
Like a short story, nothing like major. Like people don't know Noti Gang. We take them downstairs and beat the fuck out of them. But in that case, we're not gonna do that to you. We're just gonna let it slide. You know what I'm saying? But we
appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you.
Just catch it at the end of just let me prep you. Just catch it at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, you could hit me with the pillow if you want. If it makes you feel good.
For sure. I'll get it smacking.
For sure.
So anything counts. I don't want nobody to feel left out because last nigga would be pretty bad. And it's just like he may watch this and feel some type of way. We don't want to discriminate, do we?
No, we don't, man. Right. It's equal opportunity.
It's all good.
All right, Miss Mariah, please explain to people who you are. You know what exactly you do.
So yeah, my name is Mariah. I am kind of new to Atlanta still, so shout out to that. I'm originally from New York, upstate, and then I spent like a tiny time in the city. So, you know, people get real sensitive about that in New York. Like, you're not really from New York.
They do the same shit in
But
China.
I am, you know, the real ones recognize. And
where did you grow up in, like upstate? Where upstate?
Like a place that no one's ever heard of. It's called Binghamton. There's no reason you should ever go there.
Binghamton?
Yeah, we've heard that before.
No,
really?
I haven't.
Binghamton?
Gampton?
Binghamton.
Oh, Binghamton.
Yeah.
Never heard
of it.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
Is that close to Buffalo?
Was it
by Maine?
That's like 2.5 hours from Syracuse, 3 hours from Buffalo.
Jesus.
So, like I said, there's no reason for anybody to really go there, honestly.
Was it a small town?
Yeah, it's like a ratchet little city.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have those.
Real
upstate New
small.
York.
Real small.
Are you closer to like another state than New York?
What you mean?
Like Savannah, Georgia is actually so close to South Carolina that most people just say you from South Carolina.
Oh, nah, I'm definitely from New York.
Okay.
But it's like right there. Like,
I mean, not Savannah.
You could drive right into Pennsylvania.
So you're from Pennsylvania?
Nah,
that's
I'm definitely
not. We'll get Phantom on the job. Phantom will allow us to know where you really from. He'll say
you're a Pennsylvanian.
So what brought you down to Atlanta?
Honestly, I came down last year and it was super popping. This was like pre-COVID. I kind of dabble in everything. Like, it's hard for me to label myself because I don't know if it's the Pisces in me or just my scatterbrain, but I really be doing a little everything. So I actually, fun fact, used to have my own podcast way back when. That was cool.
What'd you talk about?
What was it called?
I was just talking shit. and it was just math.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
It was just mad
Don't
funny.
take it to heart.
It was called Honesty Honestly, and it was me and my girl. And like when I tell you we are like the roast masters, it's actually really funny. You're from Toronto because we did like a 30-minute roast to Canada, and like I just think about it randomly sometimes and still sit back and laugh. And it was like,
Okay, we're gonna have to
like
we're gonna have to refrain from Toronto slander.
smoke.
'cause-
What was it about? It was like how trash your basketball team is.
now it was like just
one that
like
won the
Canadians
championship?
are so nice. Like
Why?
here's an example. Like
you nice
they
as
probably like tap each other on the shoulder, talking about, "Hey, wake up!" That's their alarm clock.
Yeah, how, y'all scare your friends awake? How y'all do
Get
it?
up.
We
You
just
got
hey,
places
man.
to be.
Get up!
Water, hot water at that. You black.
Nah, we'll just
You get
get
no
an
hot water?
iPhone. I ain't gonna lie, the iPhone alarm is like the most violent alarm I've ever heard.
No,
Swear
it
to God,
don't wake
bro.
me up no more. It don't. I gotta buy an
Something's
app.
wrong
Oh,
with
because
you.
they changed
then.
it now because
Yes.
it's like a do 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 do. It
Yeah.
makes it sound like that. I want to be happy.
I like
I'm waking up to an
Tinkerbell.
alarm. I want to be
Tinkerbell.
miserable.
Or
It
like
should
the little people that make the cookies. Little L's. What's the
Keebler.
Yeah, they like them.
Tinkerbell. You talking about Peter Pan?
No,
Yeah.
you're talking about the keyboard. Oh,
I'm talking
that
about
make-
the
The people that make the
they make the
cookies.
cookies in the trees.
Yeah,
Apparently.
in the trees. That's what my alarm sound. It don't wake me up.
Oh yeah, but I sleep through everything, man.
What I'm about to say? Oh, so
Facts.
but what exactly like you kind of do? To
We're not nice though.
Yeah.
Y'all
so-
are nice. Stop.
I lived there for 23 years. I'm telling you, people are way nicer here than in Toronto. Way nicer.
Oh well, the South probably. So yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that, but yeah, I'm primarily like right now, like I am focused on fashion. Let me sit here and think about the things that I do.
What do you think about his fit right now?
I think you're chilling, man. I'm not even gonna come for you. You just
That's what I'm saying.
you
Just
look
chill.
comfortable.
It's my
It's
house.
not the day.
It's
Objectively,
my
though, you
house.
said,
It's
hey,
not the
It
day.
is my
It
house.
literally doesn't matter.
I hate when
You
niggas
just
act
said-
like
you
why
said
do
you're
I
a
have to
master.
dress up in my house?
You don't
What
have
is-
to dress up, nigga. I came in sweats. I just
Listen.
want to gauge like
This
what
is a
she
good
feels
fit though.
about.
For
You
low, this
can't-
is a good fit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
For low.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good
actually.
fit. You
You
missed
know?
a couple other fits.
And I feel like the fact that you just got the glossy toe on the bottom instead of a real shoe, it fits. It's
Facts.
it's really lax. You can't force the roast. The roast just
But it's not relaxed. So he has
Comes.
jeans on.
She has jeans
Yeah,
on.
you know?
What are we talking
What
about?
we talking?
look
Relaxed
over here, Lo.
jeans, joggers, and
Don't look
sweats
over
is
here, Lo.
relaxed.
if you can like, you know,
We try to look over here.
this is
What?
relaxed.
Hey, what?
Oh, hold on. Don't rip none. It's live. We live. I'm not cutting it.
You know?
Okay, all right. You're being nice to him though.
So fashion. I mean, I low key, I be trying to get into like independent clothing lines, like because like spending money. No, I've said this to you, and I, said it
haven't
to
said
Davis.
shit, man. Why you keep looking my
Yeah,
direction?
I've but trying to get into that. But outside of fashion, what else?
Yeah, outside of fashion, I do a little bit of acting. I actually, the reason I'm here is because I had met homegirl downstairs. I was hosting an event.
Talking about his wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing events. So that's like another random thing that I do, just hosting events, like
okay.
showcases, any type of music pop-ups. I haven't done that in a while because I've been trying to find things over here in Atlanta, but
When you say hosting, do you mean like you're the MC with the mic on stage, or you're the person who plans? all
yeah,
this
but
shit?
let me clarify, because since I've been in Atlanta, their idea of hosting is like, yo, everybody turn up. I see you over there on the couch. Like that, not that. That's a different type of hosting. I'm more like, hey, what's up, everybody that came to this event and paid some money to get in here? Let's go ahead and come a little closer to the stage and, you know, like guiding the event type deal.
Right.
Okay.
That's a host. You just get confused
That's
with
the
party
MC.
promoters.
Yeah, that's the MC.
Yeah, like-
Party
I don't know
promoters. They
why.
always
When
find a mic in the
when
club.
I
as
said
far as
host
screaming.
over here, everyone's like, "Oh yes, you can be in the club." I'm like, "Nah, like I'm not." About
Oh,
to
so
be
what
doing
kind of events you talking about then? Because I just immediately by default
that. You
assumed
just
that
missed
shit.
everything I said.
No, I
No,
heard,
she
but she.
like
Where are
the-
these events at sporting arenas or?
Oh no, like I said, like showcases or like any type of like, I don't know, like, you know, music showcases or events where people get together. You got like your creatives in the building and
Okay, word.
different stuff like that.
So basically, any other gathering outside of parties, basically.
Yeah, but you know, I could get a party lit too. I'm trying to
Okay.
make an event and I'll get that lit too. It's
That's
cool.
my manager right there. He just signed me.
Yep, you got signed.
Yeah.
Could have been records. You probably don't want to sign to us though. We take 98% and we make sure you get 2.
It's not that bad though. Don't think about it like that. Don't think about the numbers.
Because
Think
they'll
about the
blow your
opportunity.
business up. You know what I'm saying? So the 2% becomes a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna counter that. Okay.
Okay.
So, how about I come in? I'm gonna take 89%, and then y'all can take the what is that? 11.
What is that?
It's
What is
11.
that? What
That's,
is that?
that's 11, right? Is
Yeah.
it 11?
What is that? I don't know.
11.
Because
Okay.
normally my percentage don't go north of, south of $75. So you telling me 11? It's out of the realm.
I mean, it's generous. It's over 10. You
But
know,
then it would have been a slave deal though if you signed with.
Yeah, because there's only room.
Oh, we're not supposed to use that term.
There's only room for 1% because I got like 2%. I'm like his top artist right now. He don't really show me off like he needs to. Like you could speak for me, love.
But see, I was listing off on my talents. The list goes on and on. You know, it's
so
it's like what can I do? You know what I mean? I can do really good handstands. I haven't done those in a minute, but I'm sure I could if I wanted
You
to.
get paid for handstands?
I don't want 11% of a handstand.
You know, you don't know where that could take you. Honestly,
Oh,
how
See,
many
that could
people
come
you
in
know
handy
that?
when she's hosting.
That's what I'm saying. The party's real dead.
so
Like you
crazy.
trying to get people in it, they're not for it. Bust out a handstand.
That's how you guarantee to grab people's attention. If they're not
It's
listening,
like
you got
that
the mic.
sometimes.
I do
So
cartwheel.
wait, why? So again, I'm kind of confused. Why come to Atlanta? Because I feel like the things that you do, you probably could get popping in New York.
Honestly, okay, so yeah, this is where I was going with that. So last year when I came here, everything was popping. I was coming to a lot of events, and I actually already had connections over here. So I was going to, I don't even know. My life was so random. I was getting into like all these different events, like around the right type of people. And I was really trying to establish myself more as a host and a model because I forgot to mention that I model primarily. So
Should have looked with that.
You're like 16 skills.
It's
all over the place. But yeah, I'm a model first. My brain, it
So
just be
model is
working
your
how it
main
works.
thing.
Yes.
So you do all this other stuff on the side or on top of? Like, how do you delegate your time?
So right now, like I said, I'm focusing on modeling and fashion.
okay.
But yeah, everything else, it all comes together. You know, I'm an entertainer, an entrepreneur. I had an Airbnb that I was running, just started a new business. I'm here for the people, you know?
For the people.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. The people need me. I got a lot to give.
Could have been records. They need you.
We don't
Could have
really.
been.
We'll talk about
I
that.
did
Don't cut into
hop
my
in the
chest.
booth one time.
Oh, you did?
How'd it come out? No cap.
No cap. I got a little clip. I could put it on right now. Sounds
You got
great.
it on your phone ready? Play it.
Let's
got
hear
it.
it. Let's
I
hear it.
got it
Put
ready.
on the Bluetooth right now. Put it.
Bluetooth would take too long.
We should
Just
say
one
that for
has-
the end, right? Like
Of
a little.
course. Like the anchor in
Yeah.
a 400-meter relay.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Keep
Correct.
people interested. Niggas gonna
Right.
skip from right here to the end.
Look,
Just to
That's what I'm saying.
Look, why are you smiling so much?
Oh,
she
he's
joked.
into music as well. He does independent fashion, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I am.
He does voiceover work.
Ooh.
Uh,
Oh, I could do that too. Never have, but I'm like really good at accents as well.
How do you know? How do you know?
No, accents is different than voiceover work.
Well, I can read real good and I can do accents. So, and I, you know,
I
that's,
guess,
Hey,
but it's like it's a
Isn't
different
it
skill
reading-
set. But you could probably.
I'm not feeling love no more, man. You trying to unsign me or something?
No, I'm just hearing her out, man. She got a lot of things. She can read. I don't think you can because you signed that
yeah.
contract.
And I can read fast too.
But it's not about how fast I read. I get it read though.
bro.
It's out to get read by tomorrow, and I have it read.
It was a half a page contract.
You could produce for me. You said you do that.
No, I mean I do everything else. I cook.
Produce what? What is
Yeah, you know, I just.
Why do you say that?
what is this
So, like,
nigga producing?
I install carpets. I cook. I can swim
John, you-
fast.
How like what is it? Specialty carpets or? Because I haven't heard that in a while. Like I feel like more people get like tile,
Or
and
hardwood.
wood.
Yeah, I mean,
If
like,
any people
That's
remove
why
the
his
carpet-
business is failing right now.
really depends.
I mean, I wasn't gonna take it there. I was just wondering
That's
how
why
business
niggas
is
want-
going.
You could say
so-
it's trending. You know, saying in the other
Downwards.
direction.
Right now, a top seller is hyperallergenic, and that's a good seller. Like right now, a lot of households get that.
So is it extra soft or something?
Super soft, and it has dual fiber microfoamic. And what it is the bottom. You know, the carpet just be hard at the bottom, has foam at the bottom, so it's extra soft, so like memory foam carpet. Very cool.
What
Little
happens if you
expensive.
spill on it? You got a warranty?
Yeah, it comes with a warranty. And it's waterproof.
What?
Waterproof?
How you got a waterproof carpet?
So when you do spill it on it, it sit on
It
top.
floods. It just.
Yeah, floats. Like, you know, like the Rejuvenator stuff you put on your sneakers and the water, but you got to apply it every couple of months. So you have to come to us. That's how we make more money, residual money. So you have to come every 3 months. We have to reapply for your carpet.
In the industry, they call that recurrent
I was
spending.
like,
That's a great
I don't know
business
if
model,
it's
man.
residual, but
Yeah.
we kind of get what you're saying. So again, why Atlanta? Why? I feel like you kind of came at the wrong time.
I mean, it's,
Well, no, not
it's the
really.
wrong time for everywhere, honestly.
Yeah,
Because
true.
like I said, when I was here last year, I was at Revolt Summit. I was like at all these events. You know, every time that the celebrities were coming out and hosting these parties, I was pretty much right there. So it was really lit for me. I'm like, yeah, like I love Atlanta. And then I I literally took a trip out of the country to Bali for my birthday in March, and as soon as I came back, that's like when I officially moved. It's the craziest thing because my lease in Florida ended, and then
You've been
I
everywhere.
came right here. Yeah. So and I travel a lot, so I went to a lot of places last year. So as soon as I came back, I was like, bet I'm about to be all in the mix in Atlanta, because I was doing a couple shows too. I kept getting on there. Like, I'm telling you, I just need the opportunity. Like, my networking is crazy. Like, my number one thing I love to do is network. So Atlanta seemed like a great place for it. There's so much support and so many independent businesses, and like I said, I'm an entrepreneur too, so I was like, perfect spot. But then everything's been super slow this year, like dumb slow, and it's like,
So what have you been trying to do to compensate since live events are kind of
yeah.
Actually, I guess they're not all
Atlanta
canceled in
is Atlanta
Yeah.
is seceded from the whole United States, and they
feel
just
like
keep going.
Atlanta,
States.
that's why I really do want to start something, because I feel like Atlanta lacks like the culture that New York has.
You
Like,
should have seen his face, bro, because they love that shit.
We love it here.
Before
We
you
love it
say
all day.
in Atlanta,
I'm gonna let her
go ahead,
finish.
go
Let her
ahead.
finish.
in
I'ma let
Atlanta,
her
they are
finish.
obsessed with culture. They think they created everything. Just to let you know.
They do, but I'm sorry, like, y'all got ratchet culture down. Like, the rappers that we have over here that are big and popping, like, y'all aren't saying nothing. Like, our legends from New York, we're like poetry.
Hey,
hold up.
Our
Cut it.
fashion is like, our fashion is actually, you know, history, and like it goes back into the actual
She don't know no
threshold of hip hop. But over here, it's like you go out and you see what I've seen. My interpretation is a flex contest, but it's like it's like a fake flex contest, because y'all want to throw on like all designer, but that doesn't make it fashion. That just makes you look like a mess. And I'm just saying, like, look at the songs that are big and popping today and the things that are trending, and it's lacking like some type of authenticity. And that's all I gotta say.
Well, let me counter that by saying the fake flexing thing for sure. Niggas drive
Get it wrong.
niggas drive Challengers and what you call it, like they're
Chargers.
Chargers and Challengers like up and down the street. That I agree, but that could arguably be culture as well. Okay, but music, okay. If that's the case, why is it that Northern niggas want to sound like Southern niggas?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, Fabulous literally tried that at the end of his career.
Hey, that's
Tried
a
to
bad
revive
argument.
Okay, so
But
name
the
some
correct
others.
argument is most of New
French
York's,
Montana.
French Montana is not a staple for New York.
You made a bad argument.
First Montana. Oh yeah, that's
Most
unstable.
of New York sound is inspired by UK drill. That's a way better argument.
That's
All their
I
popular
can say
artists right
that,
now
and
is
I feel
inspired
like
by
But
UK
you're,
drill.
but you're arguing just the last. Are you
3,
arguing
4 years.
right now?
right
Are you
now, I
arguing-
think New York is inspired by Chicago, because this whole Pop Smoke sound is what's in right
Pop
now.
Smoke took that from UK.
UK, yes, UK drill.
Okay, yeah,
You all haven't created a sound
yeah, mate.
in like 2 decades.
Listen, I'm not a music staple, so I'm not gonna get too into that. I'm just saying from what I
who
see.
are the biggest artists in Atlanta over the past 2 decades?
A lot of.
So
I
you're
can't
telling me
name them.
T.I. doesn't say anything? You're telling me
Migos.
Andre 3000 don't say anything? You're telling me that Childish Gambino doesn't say
Listen,
anything?
the
Lil
people
Baby
you're
say a
naming-
lot. Lil
You're-
Baby
You
say a
saying Lil
lot.
Baby don't say anything?
Lil Baby is like
He
he
say a
sound
lot.
the same
But
in
you gotta
every
listen to
single
him, though.
thing.
He be talking, though.
Yes, he does,
He be
bro.
talking.
How you feel about the baby?
I feel like the same thing. I could put all these people in a category right now. You got Lil Baby, DaBaby.
Little Baby and the Baby in the same category?
They're not in
to
the
you?
same category.
I think
In
they
terms of what?
absolutely
Like
are.
what kind of categories are we talking about?
Like
Names?
the people that are pretty much ruling music right now.
That's Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake is running
Nah,
the
Drake
game.
is slacking right now because he hasn't made quality music in a minute.
Oh,
dropped
yeah,
a
get on.
demo
Yeah,
tape
let's
that
turn
did
to
like
Canada.
250K
Let's go to
first
Canada. Let's talk to Canada.
I know, it doesn't-
Drake is slacking.
I agree.
He's not giving what I need.
He is. He is.
I agree in the sense of he hasn't like put out anything that's been like culturally
Tootsie
moved. anything.
Slide,
What's trash?
Yeah.
What
Garbage.
was that?
That's a
Call
demo
me.
tape.
Yeah.
Like
Kiki,
what is,
do you love
right?
me?
Like
Are you
that's
riding?
not. That's
Wasn't
not
that number one?
Drake.
Are you
like,
are you
But that's
riding?
not. But you
Like
talking about-
Kiki, where are we going?
But that's what I'm saying is like everyone gets so confused in the hype, and like there's so many examples of this hype culture where.
So when does New York produce that
What are you talking about?
culture, musically wise?
I mean, again, I'm not trying to like represent
just-
the
I'm
They're
music.
the most relevant now musically than they have
No,
been in a
I'm
minute.
just asking.
I think
I'm
Pop
asking a
Smoke
question.
has been like the biggest staple as of recently for New York.
I've
But
been Tekashi, but okay.
Tekashi,
Over the past year and a half, he's definitely been Tekashi.
Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't
you
lie.
don't. There's
That's what
so
he
many
said.
people in New York that don't mess with Tekashi, so it's like He's just a troll. Like, this is the thing is like,
They gotta mess with him.
like this is what I'm trying to get at is like,
somebody gotta watch him.
y'all get confused popularity with actual talent. Like for example, we could see talent right in front of our face and no one's gonna vibe out to it. But as soon as like a whole bunch of people are like, oh, that's fire, and they could be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as mad people are like, oh, that's fire, then it's like, oh yeah, this is my thing.
Okay.
And I feel like we've been brainwashed lately to be like that, because it's like, that's why I was trying to say all these people that I'm putting into this category, it's like they're ruling everything right now because it's all about like this fake drip, fake flex type thing going on
That's
right
how
now.
rap has been for a very long time. When 50
forever.
Cent was popping, people said the same thing about 50 Cent. All he talk about is killing people and jewelry. Like,
Ron
all he
DMC.
talk about is how hard he is. You know what I'm saying? There's always like a Lil Wayne. All he talk about is, everyone always says the same thing as time goes on. When you look back though, people always gain an appreciation. The same people that sat there criticized Lil Wayne saying his lyrics was ass and that like he mumbles in his rap are the same people that appreciate him right now. Yeah. So like, I mean, because I was a huge like lyrical type of nerd when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. So like I would see people like Young Thug and I was like, man, rap is ass. But then like as you kind of like give it a chance, you stay open minded. You're like, this shit is kind of like, it has a good melody to it. They just kind of fill in the words with random
I feel like
stuff.
you get like brainwashed a little bit though, because even like the latest project that what's his face, Playboy Cardi put out, like he just sounds like a big baby. Like yeah,
Playboy that's an objectively bad
and
sound.
everyone's like, yeah,
His
you know what I'm
defense-
saying? Like,
And we got different circles because I don't know anyone who likes that album.
His music grows on you. Like you can't like
Who?
you got
Not on me, nigga.
Yeah,
Not on me.
But Playboy Cardi music is not for you just to sit and just listen to it and take it in. It's more like party music. It's more like.
But that's what she's referring. That's the problem.
Okay, so what kind of music do you listen to? That's a good question.
I listen to like everything. Me personally, like my number one genre is more of like the R&B jazz route. Mm-hmm. So like that's why I'm saying, to me, Drake hasn't made anything substantial. Like you can't really compare anything lately to the Take Care album. You know what I'm saying?
Because when Drake said, might move my annual shit to the dome, I need 40,000 people to see what I'm on. I felt that energy like to the max. That was in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I ain't felt it since.
And then in the song that leaked, Drake said, "Your phone is used. I looked at the VIN," and I thought that was mad funny. So I fuck with that.
That was a funny lyric, but it was also just like, what?
But it's the energy though.
So
and
if I
you should
said
be able
that-
to relate to that energy, because if you're talking about people fake flex in Atlanta, that's what the fuck that is. Your phone is used. I looked at the VIN because people flex new vehicles, but it should be like 3-4 years old. So anyway, besides the point, like this. Okay, so what type of like jazz,
What type of-
R&B music do you listen to? Because I'm pretty open minded in the type of I listen to as well.
Yeah,
You're 5 of them.
I really love Masego. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Giveon. He's been big lately.
Okay, I know something.
Yeah.
Drake put him on.
Amir Obi, is that his name?
I've heard.
He's fire. Yeah, I could just scroll through my phone and tell you some.
Well, let's be clear. You're talking to niggas who I think most people who listen to rap fall into the category that you're falling under too, but we don't like. We just had 2 producers essentially here the past 2 podcasts, and like the conversation of music for us is a bit deeper. Mm-hmm. So again, I just vastly disagree with what you're saying right now, because there's no way, because like, is Rod Wave trash to you?
Me personally, I don't like him, but that's just me.
He put his heart on his sleeve.
And
But
like,
do you understand the appeal of Rod Wave and how that's different?
yeah. That's why I'm not even gonna like, shout him or nothing. It's just not.
That's preference.
It's just not
That's
my
cool. That's not your cup of
my
tea.
sound.
But you wouldn't consider him the same thing that's going on right now, would you?
I feel like he's getting bigger.
No, I'm talking about like you're saying how there's a group of artists that all just kind of do the same thing just for.
Oh no, I
where's
think
he from?
I think he's definitely
He's from
doing
Florida.
something different.
Florida.
Yeah.
Do you like his music? Like, you may not be a fan of his music, but do you think he's talented? Like, does he sound good?
I think he's talented, and I think it's definitely a different type of genre of trying to like incorporate that almost rock sound with hip hop, which is really cool. But it's just not for me.
Speaking about rock, what about Mario Judah?
I don't think I know who that is.
Please stop.
MGK.
Oh,
Please
MGK.
stop. No.
You know,
He
you
does
know
rock
Mario
now.
Judah?
He does rock
Mario
now.
Judah just blew up overnight.
I know Mario Judah.
Everyone
is,
knows
and
Mario
that's
Judah,
a one
man.
hit. That's a one hit wonder.
It's
You
really
actually don't know that. You don't know that.
He's not actually bad.
Odds are.
But he just came up like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Like, he
you
just
gotta
got
give him
discovered
some-
for a meme.
Yeah.
But he's actually he does everything himself.
I don't want to spend too much time because
Mario Judah?
Yeah, no, we could
What
definitely have a jam session, like
what you said
play our
was just
hits.
massively disrespectful to a subsection of the world that's literally been pushing the culture for the past 15 years. So just
Atlanta.
listen.
I think I just have like a lot of respect for people trying to make it in music. Like I really respect when people are trying to just do certain things that they're passionate about, because I think, like, tell me if you can agree with me on this. I feel like back then it was way more focused on talent, and I feel like now,
What's back then? How long ago?
like a decade ago. Like, you know, like early 2000s, mid 2000s. I just, like, what I'm trying to get at is I feel like it really sucks to be somebody trying to make it in music now, because I feel like their talent isn't as respected. I feel like you have so many people that wake up and are like, oh, I could do music. Let me just, you know what I mean? And they're just messing around, but it's like, it's not really like, it's not really some passionate type thing. And it's cool that you're like that, but that's why I feel like more of the same sound keeps coming out. And I feel like a lot of the people that are dominating the music industry right now are like, you know, they're not promoting anything that's really positive or like.
I think I have your diagnosis. You have,
I see what she's saying.
in the industry, refer to this as Underdog Syndrome. Where like when someone or a sound is popping, you're like, nah, that other not popping shit is like what the fuck I'm into. That might be what it is.
Maybe.
I
I feel like acknowledging life. That's just how the market.
I'm deep, man. I'm just.
No,
Like,
but look.
hard.
That's literally valid, but also you have to understand is the artists just do what works. That's like saying YouTubers all make the same type of video. Well, they all make the same type of video because that's what works.
Yeah,
So
I agree
who's
with that.
responsible at the end of the day is the listeners. You know
It's
what I'm
just
saying?
how it's gotten to this point, because even I know a lot of really talented artists that will go and try to present their music, and off rip these record labels are gonna be like, okay, we want you to write for one of these artists, and it's just
And that's
like
a good start.
and that's a good start, but it's kind of sad how it works like that, because it's
How
like,
was it sad?
Yo,
But
these
you're not
writers
gonna-
make a ton of money.
That's
Like,
how that's how a lot of artists get paid.
because put it in the perspective of an artist, it's like, again, you are giving a song to somebody that's just constantly having their songs written for them, and they just want to take it and turn it into this generic mainstream sound.
But
That's
that's been
because-
going
Sells.
on for years.
Like you said.
Okay, look, these writers,
That's
first
been
of all,
going on for-
like for example, there's an artist called St. John. You might have heard
Yeah, I
him.
know
He's
who
been
that
popping
is.
recently, but he's been writing for like the Beyoncés and the Rihannas for a while before he
Mm-hmm.
started making his own music. First of all, you can make a ton of money writing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And some people prefer that behind the scenes action, but it's also
Exactly.
true that, especially in entertainment, some people just don't have the face for.
Exactly. That's
you know
what I'm about to
saying?
say.
So like for me, like I've done a bunch of videos in the studio. I know my voice. And not even remotely can that's not my field at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that it would be nice. It'd be nice for me to go in the studio and I just can sound great. But that's not where my skills lie. So it's like those people, they might have talent. But the thing is like, first of all, the music industry has grown a lot. And I feel some type of way because Lupe Fiasco is my favorite artist. And
He's dope.
Yeah, he's very dope and he's incredible, but he doesn't get the type of shine that I think he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mainly because he doesn't make the type of music that a casual person would listen to. And that's fine. He's actually still making music and he makes music for the small amount of people that listen to him. I think his last album he dropped, he only sold like 8,000 first week, which is also fine, especially because he's independent. But the point I'm trying to make is I think all that stuff still exists in music. It's just not what's in the forefront, because what's in the forefront is the shit that people could listen to in the club or
But that's
after
always-
a heartbreak.
Yeah, and so it's not even
It's always
necessarily
been
like, you know, it's more so I have a problem with our culture now. I guess
that's
that's
Our,
been-
you mean American culture?
yeah,
Okay.
But that's
Yeah.
it's been that way.
because
for
even
years.
too, like, look at
Even more so now. I
the
think.
music that who is it?
I think the reason why it's on the forefront is because the way that people are covering it now is vastly different since there's more outlets. But people who've been writing, you probably just didn't know that they were writers until they eventually got put on, or until
their
they got the
passion.
platform to say something.
Wasn't the
Like, some of
Weeknd
them wanna
writing
be
for
entertainers.
Drake or
Yeah,
something like
the
that?
Yeah,
Weeknd
he
been
did.
writing. Royce the 5'9" been writing. Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye been writing. Joe Budden writes. Neo wrote.
Even the black dude in
The Dream
Victorious
wrote.
has been writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
Some people just
What's his
rather
name?
just write.
I
That's
forgot
their
his
passion.
name, but he's popping now. He's a millionaire type
Some
shit.
just people have the talent but don't know how to write, and they just like entertaining. They have the voice. They just sell money. And you got people that write. They have a passion for write. They just write a bunch of songs. You know what I'm saying? They may not sell that many records.
Consequence wrote.
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty of people.
Do
who
you
just
feel
write.
that way because there's things that you think you're quote unquote like underrated or you deserve, or have you just seen that in other people and you wonder why they're not getting the type of recognition that a less talented artist is?
Yeah, I don't personally feel like that about myself. I know where like my own faults can be, which mostly lie in consistency, honestly. But I feel like my problem is kind of like how I explained, where I feel like things aren't recognized until you have like a vast majority of people that are like, oh, this is dope. Like, for example, I feel like a lot of the music The Weeknd's put out lately, like I've always been a huge Weeknd fan. I feel like a lot of the stuff he's been put out has been like very depressing and like borderline like suicidal type stuff, and like I don't feel like people really look at that. I feel like it's more like, oh, this is lit, you know what I mean?
I guess I actually just recently started f***ing with The Weeknd. I used to dislike him mainly because he was Ethiopian and from Toronto, so everyone assumed I liked him. I was like, no, I'm fucking different. But like, I'm not the same like little fucking immature 15-year-old boy no more. So I f*** it now. I feel you though. Music don't ever make me sad though. Even sad music just makes me think type shit.
I feel it. But
I was just listening to Jeremy Zucker. He just dropped a banger. Okay.
Who?
Jeremy Zucker. You don't know?
I know. I've never heard about that.
That ass.
yeah, me neither.
He gets like 20 million a month on Spotify.
What type of artist? What type of genre?
Like sad love type music. It just makes me think though.
Like what?
He just dropped a song.
No, like rock, pop.
Oh no, R&B. Dare I say? Yeah, real sad shit though.
Real sad.
It's like he's in perpetual state of heartbreak. I swear to God.
Okay, so because I can't, I'm gonna allow the disrespect to just slide for a second. So
It's all good.
because the Atlanta slander was just wild right there. So when it comes to modeling, why is there a lane for that in Atlanta? Because I'm not aware that. I feel like that would have been something more so that's like attacked through the New York lane.
Yeah, I really don't feel like there is a huge modeling outlet in Atlanta, honestly. I feel like that's something I'd definitely like to see more of, because there could be a great use for it, but it's mainly like this video vixen culture. That's really what they look for, is girls that want to shake ass and
That is true.
like that.
So wait, when you say modeling, what do you mean? Like,
I like high fashion editorial. Me personally, I really love like street fashion, so I like that type of lane. But like there's a whole underground scene in Atlanta. I just feel like it needs to come out more.
Underground fashion?
Yeah, underground fashion, and just like, it's like that whole Edgewood 5 Points vibe. You know what I mean? If you've ever even been to like a small event of people like that. I don't think it's corny. I think it's creative. Like,
it's different.
It is. It's different.
no, it's not.
It's unique and abstract.
No, it's not.
I don't
How is
wear
it
it,
not?
but it's
Because
different.
they've been doing that shit for 5-6 years now. They've been doing it for 7-8 years. That's been the people who on Edgewater the same. It's just a cycle of the same people who've been there for 8 years. That's not, well, at least in Atlanta.
But like, what's like the same people? Like, what do you mean by seeing
like
the same?
vibe that they have out there is the same type of vibe. I was just down there like 2-3 weeks
Well,
ago.
yeah, it's like it's a type of genre, like a
Been to the
scene.
underground spots, like in the warehouses, like only they know about.
Oh, well, you have to have the address to get to those spots.
Yeah,
You gotta know
it's
somebody.
It's different though. Like
It is. It's different.
It's different. It's like something you just gotta experience.
I know, but the point I'm making is coming from somebody who's a native who's been in those places like for like 8 years now. Like that isn't like, at least in Atlanta, that's not really that new.
No,
Because
yeah,
they've
and I can
always-
even say like when I lived in Orlando, like it's the same group of people,
Yeah.
same type of things, same type of events that always goes on. So I completely get it, but that's why I feel like, it takes some type of movement to bring it all together. Like I love like Boiler Room and events like that. Like I think if there was something that was a staple for that in Atlanta, it would be really dope.
Back to the modeling. So, what do you think it takes to be an Atlanta model? Like, what do you think is standards to be an Atlanta model? Like,
An Atlanta model?
What do you gotta have? What do you think?
You gotta.
This nigga's retarded.
I mean, I think you already know.
I mean,
think
I just
you
want to know. 'Cause you're a model. I want to know like
Atlanta modeling is.
what do they look
What is
for?
it?
Are you
Atlanta
willing to be in a music video for someone that's famous and get paid $100 to be there all day?
For
real?
We're gonna be there late, so you're probably gonna be waiting on people. You're not gonna know what's going on because it's probably gonna be a little unorganized.
People just used to that?
I thought the girls they like to wear like the little bitty clothes and tote
yeah,
sticks.
a little bit of clothes,
Tote sticks.
Make sure you can twerk and.
Also, twerking that's a major thing.
Oh, definitely. It's like, yeah, shake
So
a little
it's like-
something. They could be getting mad if you
Are they
don't.
models though? Are the girls in music videos models?
I mean,
That's what I say. I would think that's more video vixen, but that's like why I think that it would be
That's what they
great
put in
to
their
see more
bio.
modeling in Atlanta.
Do they?
yeah.
Okay.
A model.
word.
I mean, I guess you gotta put in a resume. I am a twerker, or I can twerk.
Or no, they'll be like, hey, like, can you twerk?
I feel like by default,
No, I mean it'd be surprised. It'd be someone that can't twerk. Just that they don't have that rhythm.
it's an unfortunate
Very.
lack of an ability.
You think by default women can twerk?
Yeah, I just kind of figured.
No,
nah.
that's a talent.
That's a
Definitely
That's a
not.
talent.
That's a skill.
You gotta learn that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like it's definitely a skill.
It's a
It's
skill
definitely a
set.
skill.
You don't just wake up twerk. It's like this. Yeah.
Damn,
You
I
never
got-
seen some like
I've seen, but I just thought they had just like, you know what I'm saying, a deficiency somewhere in their brain. Because I just figured like, now I'm gonna have a bigger appreciation.
Yeah.
For,
So when you
for
see a girl
twerking?
twerking,
For twerking.
when you see a girl twerking next time, just
Yeah,
congratulate her.
I saw who was it? Jordan Woods was trending on Twitter, and I was like, bro, if people are trending her busted challenge drop, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way this is trending and it's not
'Cause
the
it's
craziest challenge. Yo, just
congratulate somebody. You
Didn't
see
even
her
look
next
real,
time?
bro. Dead ass.
it looked like it was work.
Yeah, that's work.
It looked like work.
You gotta think about the knees.
I had an appreciation for that video.
Think about if you just standing in catcher's position. First off, you're in catcher's position and you swaying. Like,
Yeah, what's that?
you're
Like, what do they
swaying.
call that? Where they're doing the whole like in out type thing? You know
In
what
and
I'm
out.
talking about?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's like a
What is it in out type
I
thing?
like it though.
it's like an in out twerk wobble.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that little.
Oh, okay. I
the
know what you're saying
in,
now.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion did it, and now it's like
the
everybody wants to
crybaby,
do it.
crybaby challenge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
In and out, that
Crybaby
little,
challenge.
like you on a baby seat. You know how the baby thing it'd be propped up and it's swaying, kind of in and out.
I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't
Yeah,
know that
I
was
know.
the
I
backstory. I, thought
know.
it was just.
Yeah, I mean that's a move. I didn't know they did that, and now they all do that move.
I wouldn't consider that modeling though. I agree. I think that's more like video vixen.
Oh yeah,
When
I wouldn't either.
when I think of modeling, I'm thinking about like taking pictures like on a rooftop or in front of
catwalk.
Modeling
for sure.
to me is like runway,
But I don't think of
magazine
runway.
publishings,
Okay.
editorials, like modeling. Like if you've ever watched America's Next Top Model, like it leads into being a public figure because it's like actually the fashion culture. That's why modeling and fashion are hand in hand.
Okay, so what skills do you need to be good at a model? Because like from the outside perspective of a YouTuber, people just think like, oh, you just record the video and post it. But it's like there's so much that goes into it. And a lot of
Yeah,
people are
I
horrible
mean,
at it.
as a model, like it's really just important to like you can't just you can't just do it because you're pretty. Like I feel like people have unique faces and you see them as models. It's really about how clothes look on you, how your body angles are. So it's important to know your angles and your lighting when you're taking pictures and video. That's like the biggest thing, honestly.
So wait, okay. This is a good question because I feel like some of it is always biological. Just in life, you know, growing up, teachers try convincing us that like, oh, you can do anything. You can't, at least not at the top 0.01%. So let's say you want to be a very successful model. Ideally, yeah, you got to be pretty, but beyond being pretty or having like a certain type of physique, what are things that a model can work on to help improve the odds that they see success in the industry?
It's all about individuality. I think that's for everything. So it's about, like you said, with the YouTubers, it's about what works. So with modeling, you're not going to look the same as everybody else, or maybe you do fall into a category where you look like a lot of other people. I think it's about creating something that's different. There's people that have become famous models that aren't tall because of just the way that they do their photo shoots, as in like setting up creative things. There's this one girl that's now being featured in Vogue and all of these different editorials because she has a spare room and she just sets up all these different creative sets for herself. So it's really about finding how you can make yourself different from everybody else. And that's why modeling goes into so many different things, because you can't do that forever. Like, you know what I mean? You can't be an old ass. You're not going to be getting that type of money being an old ass model. Like, you're not going to get consistent bookings like that.
Yes. All right, John, we didn't ask you.
But so
I'm saying,
modeling,
like,
bro.
you know,
do you think that could just be more of the space in Atlanta? Because I think, from my understanding, with people who come from other realms of the country and they move down to Atlanta, they realize that Atlanta is more the ideology of what Atlanta work is really based off of like a hustler's mentality. Like, just get on your own. So do you think that could more so be that is it not?
No,
talking about?
Atlanta's vibe is slow. It's just like everyone just moves and operates real slowly.
I'm talking about like in the sense of like we're not going to sit here and wait for somebody else to create something for us to then go behind it. A lot of things that's being created is off of what is actually just happening on their own end.
I guess I wouldn't argue that person. I'd say New York has that vibe.
I'm not saying we're the only place.
I
I'm
know,
just
but
saying-
I just wouldn't say. Atlanta
me
has
an
like a entrepreneurial spirit, but that's like
Yeah.
in certain areas though.
But
Yeah,
no,
is that
the
what we
point
talking
I'm
about?
making is because of that, you think that could possibly stem from why modeling doesn't exist as much as in Atlanta, especially because I would probably believe that the traditional modeling route has definitely shifted to more of an independent role as time has progressed, especially with Instagram. So could that
Yeah.
possibly be the reason why Atlanta's like that?
I think again it all like goes back to culture. Like right now, I think Atlanta's a place for music and acting.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what it's focused around. So if you're trying to model, the closest thing that's going to come to that is again like music videos are the biggest thing that I see that these models are getting used for. And for me, I think I'm scatterbrained, so it's like coming together for me now. But I didn't technically move to Atlanta like because I'm a model or because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it in modeling. I think the way that I am personally is it was a big appeal in that entrepreneurship. And then you hear so much about Black business support in Atlanta, which was also another really big appeal. But I just personally, I like to travel. I think I get really bored if I'm in one place for too long. So for me, I really love just coming to a different city, meeting different people, making different connections, and just feeling the vibe of like what that place has to offer, so I can make that opinion. Because before I came, everyone told me they wanted to move to Atlanta and they loved it, and I really I couldn't find an appeal for why I would even want to come here until I had came through the summer and was going to those events, and I'm like, okay, this is really cool. But even now, with Atlanta being slow, Atlanta's probably been the most open place since COVID, because I went to New York a couple months ago and Times Square, like all 24 hours throughout the day, I've never seen it like that ever. And I really thought at this point that it would be a little bit busier, a little bit more going on, and it's really dead and different. And I feel like New York feels that a lot. Like a lot of people are moving out right now. So it's kind of like with everything going on in the world, I don't think anyone really knows necessarily where they want to be.
So I guess kind of piggyback off the question here he asked earlier, from in your field of work, which seems like a lot of networking, kind of just knowing the right people and then utilizing your skills and talents to then best perform in various ways throughout the industry. How have you kind of utilized your skill set, your networking ability to still stay relevant at a point in time where you're not probably getting as much work as you used to?
That's why like me having just multiple skill sets is really great, because I think COVID's been depressing in the networking sense, but it's also been very positive in the sense of like coming into your own. Like this is definitely the time for people to turn on your cameras and get on YouTube, start creating and create a business. You know what I mean? It's been a really opportunistic time to create a new business or develop a new skill. So that's where I've been. I actually started a new business, which is like completely random, but
Congratulations.
thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, I think that like,
nice.
you got to work with what you can. Obviously, like I still really would love to create some type of event to happen, but things are unpredictable right now, man. So we don't know what's going to happen. So in the meantime, like, you know what I mean? Like get on your camera. Everyone's online right now. It's a great time to virtually connect.
For sure. So that's been the clothing line that I'm assuming you're referring to.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna talk about that because I don't got nothing going on with it right now. I just love fashion and modeling. I've been chilling on that and focusing more about my money. So, like businesses.
Some
and
of your
stuff
top
like
brands, like you think like fashion wise, it could be underground or unisex brands.
I really love Naked Wolf. I really love. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. It's like Manure d'Ivoire. It's like a brand in London.
Manure devours.
I know that sounds awful. It sounds awful, and like now I probably ruined any chance of a deal or anything. But
Devour manure.
I really like Places and Faces.
Okay, I like that one. I know that one.
Yeah, me too.
What's up? What else?
Oh, none of these.
I know Places and Faces.
Yeah.
What?
So what are men brands you like?
Men brands? Well, I feel like two of those were unisex.
Yeah, John.
I didn't know.
I like
know Places and
unisex,
Faces.
like mostly, honestly. Like that's my vibe. And that was what I was going with when I had a clothing line. I had mine is called MBM, made by Mariah, and when I had that up, it was focused on like unisex pieces, so like sweatpants, athletic wear, like joggers, stuff like that.
Interesting.
They feel like hype beast clothing and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I like it. I like it, but again, like,
what? Huh? You like hype beast clothing?
I do, but like where I'm going with this is again, it's all about how you style a fit.
Exactly.
Like
no
honestly, you can make so many. That's why fashion's so great. It's creative. Like you can make something out of nothing. It's about how you put it together. And I'm not for like everyone just throwing stuff together and doing this fake.
That's
like
I thought you would
know somebody that do that, don't you?
I'm about to pull it up right now.
oh boy.
I thought they just put a bunch of
what? No, I thought she would have been against that because she was pushing hard on the Atlanta.
Nah, I would be like super fake to say that I don't like stuff that I've seen from there.
What do you think about this fit right here?
Look at that. Just show the camera. I want to see it.
No, we'll send it to Caleb. He'll put it.
Like who am I?
Or I can show
Who
my
is this
camera.
person before I say anything?
He's a friend of mine, but we need your like. You don't need a sugarcoat nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man, million subscribers. He has a gold Tesla, so he'll be fine.
Okay.
This is what his fit looks like, though.
He's not a grown man. He's statistically a man at this age.
He looks like he's chilling. The
fit,
hoodie
though?
is cool, but I don't like how he, like, I don't know what he's doing with the rest. That's all.
Okay, so the hoodie's valid.
Hoodie's valid.
Okay,
But
the
like
sweatpants.
he could have went way harder. No, I don't.
Is the D on it?
That's a problem. I don't think nobody does.
Is there a D?
Yeah, there's a large D on it.
My bad.
It's an I and a D. Like it's how it kind of shapes together.
It's an I. I thought it was just a D because he has a mask too. He just put the D on his mouth. He has a mask. It don't sell that well though. I wonder why. Because most of his subscribers are probably little boy. I don't know why. That's
Yo, this dude is mad violent.
I don't wonder why it sells. Maybe not a good time for online marketing.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
you mentioned earlier. Wait, hold on. I have curiosity because I never asked this question before. Why do models have to be tall? You know what I'm saying? A volleyball player and a WNBA athlete, I can fucking understand. But why is there an advantage to being tall as a model?
Because of the way that clothes fit on you. So
It just fits better.
not that it fits better, but as a designer, when you have a model walking down a runway, it's almost like a bigger canvas. So like the clothes are gonna flow differently on you, especially like you see in high fashion more of like gown type things or longer free flowing things. When you have someone that's like 6+ feet tall, obviously it's going to be way more flowy and you're going to have like a lot more to look at versus somebody that's shorter and it's going to look just,
I guess,
not as
but you're
much.
not tall.
No.
So that's, I assume, a disadvantage you're working up against.
it is. But again, like that's just
Runway model.
That's just like what the standard has been in fashion, unfortunately, but things change all the time. So there's still opportunities to make it. Like, I feel like, again, it's about how you can pull things off. Like me personally, I've had so many people think I'm way taller than I am just because I can.
How tall are you, by the way?
I'm 5'3".
Okay.
Yeah. Very short.
Be honest.
But no, that's not. That's I could put my ID out. It says 5'3" on it.
That's what you told him. That's what I said. You told him 5'3". That don't mean that you actually 5'3".
Nah,
Facts.
doctor
They
said
asked
it.
me
It's
what height I
validated.
was.
It's
I lied.
validated.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to break the barrier. You can't
Yeah.
let nobody put you in. People say,
I've always said like I could walk in like 6-inch heels. Like I'm ready to go. I could run in them. So
Word, 6 inches?
yeah, I could freak it.
That'd be a good video idea, by the way,
6
for
inches. That means
some kind of model channel.
5'9".
Yeah.
That's wild.
You don't need to be 5.
I'm about to say,
I know y'all saw the shoes I came in on. Like,
Yeah.
I wear platforms all the time. Like,
you
I
got
love
it.
I love tall shoes. So that's just me.
So when it comes to modeling, like what is the discrepancy in pay? Because you telling me that somebody's sitting in a shoot for $100 all day.
Hey, I got to get another Coke Energy. Y'all continue this conversation. It's going great.
What is the discrepancy in like pay? Because like when you're saying that $100 for an entire shoot and then people just sit there all day, like how common is that in like when it comes to modeling? What are the percentages of like you actually having a livable wage while doing modeling, or is it kind of just always like for hire type of shit?
It's all dependent on your experience and like what you have to offer. So like for me, there's a lot of people that will do that out here because there's a big name attached to it. But I've done this for so long. Like, I feel like I really know the ins and outs and like what I would accept as a minimum and what I wouldn't. So it's like, you can take there's things all the time where it's like, come out to this video shoot or come out to this. Oh, we have this big name artist. It's going to be free. Just come out for exposure, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you are starting off and you're trying to get that exposure and you're trying to network, you're trying to meet people, whatever your purpose is. But for me, I'm like, if there's no money, it doesn't motivate me. Like, that's just how I feel. Cause you could be in things with big name artists and it's not going to do anything for you. Like,
they don't understand that. That's why I get away with it, because girls will be like,
oh, exactly.
Baby, shoot.
Exactly.
$75, I can see Lil Baby.
It does. Cause
right. And like here in Atlanta too, like before when I was in Florida, like I had an hourly rate, and over here it's more so like this is the day rate, and it's ridiculously low, and you have so many girls that are willing to do it for free, which is why it's so easy to do.
Exactly.
And when you are, especially when you're like wearing less clothing for a shoot, for a video, whatever the case is, you're supposed to charge more for that.
Or you gotta touch his body and stuff.
Yeah, see, I don't be doing a lot of certain things. So like for those instances, you're supposed to charge more.
You know, in the videos when they be rapping and they be sitting in the bed, they be touching their chest and stuff.
Yeah,
you gotta charge more. When we touch his chest, 50 per pet. You know what I'm saying? Get your money per pet.
So because Jesus Christ.
But yeah, like if you just started modeling, you can't be out here like, yo, like this is my rate. You know what I mean? Like you have to start to build yourself up. Like for me, once I started having more people reach out to me and I was like getting more in demand and I actually like had received my first publishing, that's when I'm like, okay, at this point, like I know I can start charging at this specific standard. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got some type of resume, some type of thing to back it up. But you know what? There's a lot of people that fake it till they make it too. So if you can do that, go for it.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that more often.
Yeah.
What about the companies? You know anything about like Lust Models or it's another group that do them?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but I know a couple of them that's in that group. I know personally.
Yeah.
They don't be eating like they think they are.
Yeah, like I gotta protect myself, so I'm gonna just say.
Oh, you a Lust Model?
I'm not.
Okay.
But
you don't want to talk about it, we don't got to.
Yeah, I don't want to like talk bad on people's brands specifically, but
which brand do you hate most?
Down, I don't have one for down here. I think that like Ford Models is really great. I have like a list of them, but you know, I just think it has to be like a reputable agency that gets you work in different locations. But over here, they don't have agencies. They have casting companies, which is something that's really new to me because I haven't seen something like that. Basically, you pay to be able to submit your information to be casted, which means you go into a pool of other potential candidates and then they choose from who's the best person there. So
sounds like a finesse to me.
You got to pay to put in an application.
I mean,
that's pretty much what it is,
but not a finesse.
That is a finesse.
That lets you know if this is what you need to do or not. If you keep paying and you're not getting picked, you maybe pick up something different.
No, that right there, I agree. That's kind of some because that's essentially just culture that people just accepted and just allowed that to be the standard.
And that's like what all I've seen down here. I haven't really seen agencies. I've seen casting companies.
Yeah, that's just been
it's a big thing over here.
Not fair.
So what have you been doing down here since it isn't that many like runways and things like that? What have you been trying to like get into while still like upholding your morals and stuff like that?
Like I said, I've definitely featured in some like TV shows. I've done some I've done a good amount of music videos while I was here. Like there's people that I've always done things freelance, and that's just how it works for me because I like, you know, obviously like an agency is ideal, but it's really nice when even if you get into an agency, like a non-exclusive one, so you're not tied with who you have to work with or who you have to report, which you book for yourself. So I've done some like big music videos over here as well. And if the pay is right, makes sense, and it's a good look, I'm like, okay.
Can I ask which ones?
Yeah, I was in a 21 Savage Dirk video. Okay. I did one for
What you doing that one? Wait, it's live right now. We can watch it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
She's getting nervous.
It's oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called. Just look it up. Just type 21 Savage.
You're in
Dirk.
all of them? Oh, Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 Lil Durk. Okay.
Yeah. I did one with them. I did one for.
What does that look like? Sorry to cut you off because I'm going to get to that answer. What does that look like when you're there? You said you're a great networker. Are you trying to build connections with those artists, with the people on set, with other talent there?
What did it let you do?
I don't really like build connections with the artists per se. Like if they're in the area and we're like talking and stuff, that's cool. But they're not really like the ones, like they don't put you in the videos. So it's always best to try to network with actual like crew that's on set, like the people that are working on there, because then you're gonna meet people that are potential other casting directors or just people you could utilize, like if you have any projects that you want to do yourself, people that shoot video, do sound, and just set up scenes and lighting and everything. Like I think that's all really critical.
The artists have no say in the girls that be in there, or they do have a say. Like you got
Nah.
cool with
No, the artists really don't have anything to do with it.
No.
They just come, they perform, and they leave. They do what they
Drake,
do.
when he dropped that War video that did 15 million first day on YouTube exclusive with no promo.
Good stats.
In that video,
to know.
there was a girl in Toronto that got popular because she threw a chair off her balcony downtown and it hit some shit. And then she was about to catch a case, but then the judge let her off because court system's never fair. And then she actually ended up in a Drake music video, and Drake was so disappointed that happened that he didn't even realize. So he just took the video down and then removed her shit, then re-uploaded it. Still did 10 million first day, which is crazy because you have to think about once you do sponsored posts like that, you can't take those down. Drake has so much power. He's like, I don't care, YouTube. I'm going to take this video down because like it's important to him that the city fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? The city was like, man, why would you put her in the video and nobody in the city fucks with her? So he took the shit down and put it back up. And then that's when I realized, I was like, oh, they really don't have a say because Drake would have known to not put her in the video had he known. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, like in the case, like you met a girl. I'm an artist. And I met her. She was cool on my last shoot.
Oh, you could probably plug
her in my
around.
last video.
Yeah,
like
like-
streams. Like
Yeah.
let me get her in here and skip over everybody else. I need to make sure.
There's
she's
been
here.
plenty of people who built careers essentially making that type of
That's what I was
connection with
saying. That
artists.
they have a say. I'm
Right.
not saying they pick
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
and
yeah.
hit
I mean, because even
everybody.
think about
Oh,
like
is it Die Slow?
Die Slow.
That's the name of the song.
Is it
I see the 21 Savage.
is it like fire in the background?
Oh man,
You told a stick in there.
That sound like a lot of 21 Savage.
They gave you a stick. You told a stick.
Were they gambling?
You said what? Yeah, they're gambling.
Yeah, it's Die Slow.
Okay, Die Slow.
Die Slow.
There you
I
go.
yelled that shit like the mic wasn't by your mouth.
No, I want to make sure everybody know Die Slow. That's it.
So what you doing there? Like you,
I just
She's modeling.
I just look good.
oh, you look good. Okay.
Yeah, I was next to
We gonna watch
Dirk
that
fake
downstairs.
gambling. That was it.
Watch that.
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that?
I know, right? Like,
I just want to add suspense. I don't know if it's added suspense.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
did.
so is it so like on the flip side of things, just so we can be completely transparent, just in case there are people out there who are wondering like the world of modeling. What is the things to look out for? Because I'm pretty sure it's definitely
Oh yeah.
situations
No,
that-
there's a lot of things to look out for. There's a lot of like people that would try to take advantage of females. So I feel like you always have to do your research into like the reputation that whoever's trying to book you has.
Yeah.
And it has to make sense. Like there's so many people that run scams out here all day talking about, oh,
yeah.
we're
I
going to
know.
pay you $5,000. We're going to fly you out. Like if someone reaches out to you, and this is for any type of business, and they're not like trying to, you didn't reach out to them or apply to anything. You have no idea who they are. They're offering you a ridiculous amount of money and like not really asking anything of you before you're going to do it. It's probably like something super fishy that you need to try and figure out. And you
Yeah.
should definitely try not to go to things alone as well. And if you can get a manager, that's really great. There's so many scams out here. Like I have people that will hit me up and like ask me like, hey, does this seem like a scam? And I'm always like happy to help people because I've been scammed so many times. Like I'm unscammable at this point. So
Oh man.
Can't be unscammable if you've been
Listen.
scammed many times.
well, this is in the past, you know, like
Oh,
you
okay,
get,
so now
it's like
you're
when a ticket
unscammable.
comes off your record, like at this point, like I'm unscammable.
So what's the time you guys scam? What happened?
What's the worst type of scam?
I mean, I've lost like a lot of money in different types of scams, but
Wait, what? They make you Oh, I'm assuming they may pay for your application or will know you'll get ahead of the bunch or something like that.
Yeah, I had somebody like, and it's crazy the lengths that people will go to. I remember the first scam that I had seen was someone sent me like a 30-page contract claiming to be Nina from America's Next Top Model, scouting for models. The contract looked legitimate. They had addresses on it, everything. And, you know, it just seemed super legitimate. Everything about the wording and just, I went through the whole contract. And then she was trying to say, only thing you have to do is you have to pay for some type of document that is like a passport. So that way you'll be able to qualify to be traveling to the final location if need be. So it seemed super legit and things like that. I didn't end up paying or anything like that. But then later found out it was a scam. And then when you looked it up, they were promoting how like if you get an email or anything like that from this person, it's a scam. I've also had somebody try to recruit me for their modeling agency that also does traveling, and I had to put a deposit down for the hair and makeup artist. So I arrived at the set, they did my hair and makeup, we did a photo shoot, and then that was supposed to be refunded back to me on the same day. They told me that I had made it, and then it just started getting sketchy because they wanted me to like sell tickets or something like that to like get them money for their events they were having. And I was like, this doesn't sound right. They never reimbursed me. So that was like the number one red flag. And then they started using my pictures for their posters to recruit other people. And I never got that money back.
How often does that happen actually? That's a very common thing, especially on Instagram, people using other people's photos to kind of like try to push their own page or stuff
I know
like that.
her.
Yeah.
She don't go with y'all.
Honestly, like, I think that's flattering personally. I'm like, you know,
like
like,
what? Like that getting
like
scammed?
I've been honestly like waiting to be like if there was ever a catfish episode that came out, like I would be so happy to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not me. Like, can I help you find the catfish? But I haven't been. No one's really.
That's wild. That's wild.
No, like you don't think that would be flattering a little bit? It's
I mean,
like,
I made
man,
it on
you were
Tinder.
really trying to have someone.
I made it on
think
Tinder.
that-
My name Devin. I'm 25. Tinder.
Right
Yeah, I've never had someone really do that to me though.
From my understanding, I mean, it seems like every woman that
Crazy.
ends up in that situation is pissed because obviously there are people who are now eating off of their likeness.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now that puts like a bad name in the space from that person because now it seems like you scamming them.
Right.
Especially now with like OnlyFans popping up and they're like, yo, this is my page. Send me
Oh yeah,
cash
no,
app and I'll
I've
send
seen
you
girls get
videos.
affected
Yeah,
by
like
that, and that's
type of thing.
awful.
Yeah.
How do you feel about OnlyFans?
It's a great app.
I think it's like, shout out to everybody that's trying to do it. I had actually started an OnlyFans for a little bit, and I was doing videos on how to start and keep a running Airbnb. So I think you can definitely utilize it for so many different things, you
Great
know?
marketing and networking.
Yeah, like it just depends on what you use it for. But I think that people can be a lot smarter, and this is why I feel like you have to try to look outside the box and do different things. Like, this is what I'm thinking. So if I was going to be one of these girls in this oversaturated market of OnlyFans, you don't make money from it unless you already have a giant platform or you're promoting it consistently. Like the girls that do this, like if you don't promote it every single day, like it's going to become stagnant. So why not just pay to create your own website where you can have all of 100% of your funds go to yourself?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But no one thinks like that, because I get it. You have the name OnlyFans, but if people are coming to pay for you, it's not really.
Is there organic growth or like discovery on OnlyFans?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
What's the
No.
point of using that as a platform?
I think a lot of people just promote each other and then promote themselves, and that's really it. And then
Do collabs, too.
the name OnlyFans has become so big that people automatically know like kind of what's up when you see that. But really, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was gonna do that, like, think outside the box. Like, get all your money, because they take a lot of money from people. Like, I
What's
think
a lot?
when you every subscription you get like 20% taken out of that, and then every tip also gets a percentage taken. So every single dollar that gets made on there has a percentage automatically taken out. It's not just
not
one
that much,
thing.
though.
That's great for the OnlyFans.
I mean, think
owners.
about it though. If one
yeah, for the owner.
if one
Niggas buying
person
houses
joins for
with that.
$20 and then automatically you only make 15 of that, that's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, because YouTube provides the ad system and then takes a split.
Yeah.
OnlyFans actually, if they don't provide discovery, they're not really doing nothing but hosting your material.
Exactly, they provide
and
a
they take a
platform.
split for it. Because Patreon takes anywhere from an 8 to 12% split before like credit card fees and shit. So that'd be a better
That's crazy.
I think the appeal. I mean, the appeal is definitely like the security of it, but
I'm about to say there's other things that they also provide.
But depending on what you're doing, like if that's the only thing, I think you're really trying to do that. Like, try to figure out how to make all your money.
I wish I was a girl. I would have scammed on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie.
See, everybody has this. If I was a girl, if I was a dude, what I would be doing, but
scam. Like you just gotta think about
what's stopping you right now? What are you on?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What's stopping you from scamming right now?
Pussy?
Yeah, but if it's a scam, then you're not showing your titties or pussy anyway, right?
No, that's what you do. So you would only show a certain amount. And
I think he wants you to catfish.
Yeah, once they.
That's what I'm saying. You can catfish.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get.
He's trying to help you catch a scam.
If you're talking about scamming,
tag team with somebody, get somebody bad, and we can work it together.
You don't have to go all that.
You wouldn't be doing nothing, my nigga. Like you wouldn't be doing shit, bro.
So I got a question for you guys.
You need a photographer, maybe?
We're gonna work something out where it's 50-50.
Niggas who fuck on old niggas
So
who fuck
basically, she wear her bathing
bathing
suits and she'll put promo on Instagram like she got nothing on at the censor.
Porn stars are going OD on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
They should have been doing that.
I was watching a porn star and she said she had an OnlyFans, and you know how before you pay for nothing, it at least show you how many posts and shit she got.
Yeah.
Hundreds of posts.
Oh yeah,
And it's
people
like,
make
you could-
hundreds of thousands of dollars a
You get
month.
private messages too. You get money
You
on
can
that.
DM them?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's how they made their money.
Oh,
That's
shit.
how I be
That's how
confused.
they make most of their money.
Oh,
Girls like she got a
word?
$5,000
Wait, so that
tip.
means you got to keep up with the however many
Messages.
people
You
subscribe
don't
to your
have
shit?
to.
Oh, but you can just
You can
decide
just
made money.
hire somebody to reply to them.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm saying we got a
Can you
process
imagine?
for 'em.
Because the weird people that would like subscribe to, because when you go in the porn comment section, there's weird people. So I can imagine the OnlyFans DMs is even weirder, right? Can you imagine
Way
just like a
weirder, especially if I'm paying for it.
As long as they're paying money.
I'm saying whatever the fuck I want to say.
What you wearing right now? And like you got to respond to that.
And
Yeah, you gotta pay for that, though.
Bob is telling you she's wearing.
No. You don't have to respond to that. So like, what happens is you get paid for like sending them pictures or videos. You're not obligated to talk to them.
Yeah, but if they have that expectation out of you, and now they're asking you like, "What the fuck are you wearing? Can I see your toes?" type shit, then yeah, that'd be like. I can't imagine. I'm sure
don't
that
know.
video
It's a
exists
lot.
somewhere on YouTube though.
I know a
A
girl
porn
that's a
star
stripper.
explaining what it's
and
like.
She do OnlyFans and she strips, and she's making a doctor's salary.
Yeah, I'm
Dead ass?
sure.
She's making a lot of money.
So how do you guys feel about OnlyFans? Like, do you guys judge people that have them?
Why?
I don't judge nobody. I think that there's something to be said about people that take shortcuts. But OnlyFans don't feel like too much of a it does feel like an advantage. Like if you have large breasts or a fat ass, then you could by default, if you're just decent at marketing, make a living on OnlyFans. But you could argue the same thing about a YouTuber. Like if you just have a good voice and a charismatic personality, you know what I'm saying?
You think
not
it's
as
that
much,
easy
though.
for YouTube?
But
No, I think you
No,
just
I was waiting for you to just
Yeah.
get back
YouTube
to
is-
reality. And
yeah, that's not.
wait, hold on.
I was
All you do is
waiting
get
for this nigga
a
to say-
ring light and an iPhone, press record and
But
upload.
it's the same thing that's happening with stocks right now. What people will do is they'll post like their fucking first month sales on OnlyFans, and then people would think like that's their recurrent revenue month over month. That shit is not. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not.
But I told y'all niggas, the women who were doing that in their first 3 months, I don't see none of them doing that no more.
They're not doing the shit
They're
no
not
more.
doing it no more.
'Cause
They're not
it
posting
just,
that shit
like,
no more.
it either leaks or just some people just lose interest. Maybe they don't deliver on the promises that
Yeah.
they made.
Gotta be spicy.
Yeah, it's an interesting platform because people people almost feel like that what happens on OnlyFans can be done on many other platforms that existed before OnlyFans came around. So it's interesting that OnlyFans was like the trigger for a lot of people to be like, oh, okay, boom, this is the type of content I'm making.
OnlyFans like a subscription Twitter. Because Twitter's uncensored.
Yeah, which is true.
I love
But they
Twitter.
show more on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans,
The
you
only
don't
thing
get
I'll say about
restricted.
OnlyFans, I feel like it's harmful to the lonely men out there subscribing to see titties and ass and shit. You
can see it for free.
Because now they're in a loop. Now they think they've built this like this relationship or bond with a virtual person, and we don't even know again if it's her responding. And then they don't feel the need to go out no more because they've built these weird virtual relationships with these one-dimensional relationships. So
sucker.
why would I go outside and talk to somebody? Because there's a risk I'm gonna get rejected. If I could just go on OnlyFans, I know the person I pay $12.99 a month is gonna respond. Type shit.
But do you really think that's like more so what it's made for? I feel like it's
It
not
is.
really made to be like, I feel like what you're going into is almost like finding this online girlfriend or almost online dating because you're becoming familiar with them. But I feel like OnlyFans is like exactly like the name. Like you're a fan of someone that you
Correct.
have access to see in a certain light.
Right, but that's how it started. I remember OnlyFans before it blew up for what it is now. And it was a lot like Patreon. It was just, you can make any type of content. They just found that you'll have lewd or even nude photos. If they just focused in on that and they tailored all their marketing to get that crowd, then they could blow up off of it. And the second they started doing that, they saw some success. They're like, all right, say less. We're just going to double, triple down. Now people use it to drop all sorts of different types of videos. But in its infancy, it wasn't really designed to do what it's doing now. No. And I wouldn't even, it's not the women's fault, bro. If you gave me giant titties and an ass and told me like I could monetize it, I'd be like, yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Some of the young girls that look up to, or they may have did videos on Instagram and got tips here and there on Cash App.
Yeah.
And they see a girl bought a house on Twitter. That's what really got me intrigued when I saw how much they was making. People posting how much they're making.
Again, that shit is,
they can do
first of all, that's weird culture.
Everybody can't do that,
because it's actually deemed weird if I did that on YouTube. I can't flex the biggest check I've ever gotten and then people like celebrate it, or like, it's not a conversation. People's gonna be like, why are you flexing? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But on OnlyFans, it's almost normalized to like have a great first month and then post about the Bentley that you're about to buy because you got this $40,000. Yeah,
that's a different flex, because like, if you post your biggest check now, Lucky Flex, you already been established. But think about a girl that just started OnlyFans. She's like, oh, I just made $20,000 on OnlyFans my first 3 months. That's like, wow. Let me hop on there.
Yeah, I think people lose their mentalities because we'll see shit like that and be like, oh, it's so easy for fucking women. And it's like, yeah, but it's easier. Yeah, like you're online too, buddy. Just fucking develop a skill or a talent. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But at the end of the day, people hustle, people make their money. As long as the women aren't scamming on there. If they say they're going to show ass and they show ass to make money, then that's how the fuck they make their money.
A lot of them be scamming though.
Personally, that's my
who's a huge person who scammed? What was her name?
There's a lot of them.
No, the one
Bella Thorne.
But she said she was gonna show her nudes at a certain point, and she just never did that. Yeah, that was wild.
She actually changed the whole platform because of that.
Yeah. Well, those were all changes OnlyFans wanted to make anyway. They were just looking for someone to fuck up so they can make them.
I'm sure.
But okay, so my whole thing is essentially that. It's just like if you get to the point of scamming, like I can't fuck with you, because even as I like continue to go on, especially being in clubhouse rooms, and I be hearing women talk about like trying to be with men and shit like that, I can't even be upset at women for just taking advantage of that opportunity if it's there. It's the nigga who's spending mad money on shit.
Is it really scamming though?
No. What I'm saying is I'm upset if it is a scam. Like if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it.
Oh, if I say I'm gonna do something,
that's then you scamming at that point.
People get the illusion that you're supposed to be naked on OnlyFans. You don't have to be naked.
I'm not saying you're not naked, but I'm saying, but if you promoting it in a sense of like, this is what's happening, or if you put in the same pictures on Instagram that you put on OnlyFans, and it's like, what are we doing at that? It's not even
so do you view that
content.
the same way as like deem the same negativity on that as like if he was to catfish and make an OnlyFans?
Yeah, that would be a scam.
Well, not really.
So you would feel the same way about it?
Yeah. That would be a scam.
It would be a scam. You as a nigga is taking another woman's pictures and posting.
Oh, I thought you said I work with a girl. Oh, so I'm just using her pictures.
Yeah, if you work with a girl who's taking another girl's pictures and she's catfishing, yeah, that's still a scam.
Starting a business.
Hey, that's not a bad idea for OnlyFans. A photographer that takes photos of nude women.
They've been doing that.
But yeah, that's been going on.
Okay,
that was going on before OnlyFans.
And then you gotta
there's
think about
people
it.
that manage other girls' OnlyFans and they make just the same amount of doctors' money. Like people really do
Pretty
this.
Girls Love Snakes. You heard of him? Or Pretty Girls Love Snakes?
Yep.
Yeah, he got OnlyFans. I met him at some TikTok meetup. He had a snake and everything like that, but he has OnlyFans.
But at the end of the
so
day,
he has snakes and women? That's what
Pretty
it is?
Girls Love Snakes. You
that's
like snakes?
fucked
Oh,
up.
nah.
I guess not.
Nah.
It's not all pretty girls like snakes.
Hey, at the end of the day, I agree with Lo. I think that when you're building up your foundation and a fan base, it's like the amount of effort you put into it is how long you're going to last. You know what I'm saying? And so anyone who blows up and has a crazy first month, I don't think they have any staying power in the industry, especially if their only talent is showing off their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been people who gain popularity off of just showing off their body because that's what the fuck they had. But maybe they're funny, you know what I'm saying? They did comedy, or maybe they did acting and they used that to pivot into other areas. So they just use it as a platform to get into some shit that they wanted to do. But
that's also, I don't understand what you were saying before, like when they blew up and then that was like never a thing on the internet for like a long time.
Hey, what are you talking about?
When people made money and they just blew up and they were like, there's not much money I made this month.
Oh yeah, that rarely happens anywhere but on OnlyFans. It's so odd.
It's crazy though, because I feel like you see people all the time that you would never think would do it, that do it. And like the way that I see it is like, again, I don't judge anybody that does it, but isn't it such a crazy thing to think of? Like, you see a beautiful girl walking down the street, and then it's like, damn, she's got an OnlyFans. Like, I can know exactly what she looks like, just like that.
That is a little wild. That is wild.
It's wild, but it's like it's not abnormal now. Because it's like, as a man, you know what titties and that. So it's like it just takes away the imagination of knowing what that.
But
girl
apparently,
is.
there's enough niggas in the world who are willing to pay to figure out what she
See,
looks
that's
like.
a better conversation.
That's the actual conversation.
I
that we should
get
have.
like, you know what I'm saying, you can get like real horny. I've never gotten so horny I paid a subscription to see ass or
because
titties.
porn is free.
If it was
girl
$5 and it was, would you support your friend's OnlyFans?
No,
If she asked me to. If she asked me, like, yeah, I
no,
gotta.
I'm not supporting
Would I support my friends'
What you
OnlyFans?
mean?
Why would I? We're friends.
I
Why
wouldn't wanna
do I
see
need
my
to see
friends-
your ass? That's what I'm saying.
That don't mean I
Ass
have
or
to watch
titties,
it.
bro.
I could just support it. I could just. Pay
What if
for
she's
it.
bad though, and she's like, "Hey, will you support my OnlyFans?
we're not friends. We're
not
It's
friends.
$5."
It's $5. I just cash app you. There you go, my contribution.
I would actually much rather do that. I would
Yeah.
much
See,
rather.
I
do
find
that.
it hard to believe. I feel like in secret, y'all would be like, "Sure, let me just,"
If we're friends,
We're best. Like, that's my best friend. I don't want to
No.
see you doing that to
Naked.
yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's
No.
weird.
Like,
If we're
but
fucking,
if we
that's
not
one
best
thing.
friends,
But
like,
if
we
you're just friends
cool.
with a girl,
Yeah, if we just cool,
we just
then
cool
maybe.
for sure. I'll check it out. I'm a nigga. Shit, I'm gonna
At
check
the-
it
at
out.
the
But
end
it's
of
So
the
like,
if you're
Hey.
fucking, you gonna support your girl's
without a doubt,
OnlyFans?
without a doubt.
if I'm
You
wait,
for
Well,
it?
she wouldn't be my girl.
Wait, hold on.
Pointless, nigga.
That's
what?
pointless.
She wouldn't.
What you're doing is pointless.
No, because then it's just
She said
support.
support
though.
So y'all
your
would
girl.
never be the type to like record your girl and be like the person that's actually taking these pictures.
For OnlyFans?
photos. Yeah.
no.
Absolutely not.
No. We set up a tripod. I'm in that guy. I'm in that guy too. We gonna know it's me. Like, niggas gonna be knowing. Like,
You
yeah,
can have
can-
like the ski mask on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
some of these
so
Oh yeah,
videos.
the ski
question.
man on my lip side. Oh
What
yeah.
would you guys like label these girls as?
Entrepreneurs. That's all you because I can't
No,
judge
that's
them.
a bold interpretation
I
of
mean,
what
if
they're
they're
doing.
not fucking a bunch of men, they're not a porn
They're
star.
content creators. They just make content. It's sexual content.
It
But
is.
it's still
It's-
Do you
content.
That's literally
think
what
do you
they
think that gets into like being like a sex worker porn star?
It is exactly.
Not a porn star. You have to be doing porn. That means you have to be
But
doing.
like, what if
imitation,
they're
right?
like
No, that is
having
that is
like
sex
they're
work.
fucking
they're having
themselves?
sex in the thing.
Oh,
then they're
they
sex
have a
workers.
sex. Like, it's some of them. Yeah, that's porn.
That's
But
sex
like
workers.
what if it's just like being a cam girl? Like it's just them touching on themselves.
She have her
Is that
titties
still
in?
like
If
porn?
you're selling sex
can't-
to people, then
You're
by
a sex
definition,
worker.
wouldn't you be a sex worker? Right? Like
Yeah,
if I
you're a
got
sex
on
worker.
my videos and like the people weren't
What?
clicking for 2K stuff,
Hey.
I was just whipping my dick out. on the
Just
videos.
throw it on the table.
That's sex work.
Like,
man.
that's- what's
you
good,
not
YouTube?
masking as a 2K YouTuber no more.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy John back with another video, and today we're here harder than ever. Coming. Hit it 2020 on the head.
I don't understand why. Why is that a
We want
problem?
to see
Why
how
is
long
that?
it's gonna take for you to get hard
Yeah.
today. In
Why,
today's
why
video,
is that?
man.
Why is that? Why that shouldn't be taboo in the space
smack
anymore?
that
Being a sex
subscribe
worker
button.
shouldn't be taboo.
I just think that there's like people that are like, oh, I would never do that. But then
85%
it's like
of the
when you
people-
when you think about it, if you're on there, does that put you in that category or that
If,
label?
if you're not creating that type of content, I wouldn't consider you a sex worker. Like if you.
Nah, but you are. You maybe you're not having sex with other people, but if you're touching on yourself and
Oh well, yeah, that. But I'm
playing
saying
with
if
your
you-
kitty,
if-
like-
if you're giving up tips and tricks on real estate, then you're not a sex worker, right? But
oh
if,
yeah, obviously.
But if you,
What if you're doing it naked?
then you're a sex worker.
Whoa,
Yo, bro,
that's brilliant.
is that not a fucking brilliant idea?
What if you're smart? You're giving knowledge while sexually appealing, so you hit all angles.
Bro, what if while you're getting fucked, you're giving real estate tips?
Yeah.
All of these lonely
That's distracting.
individuals.
I don't know if you can
they're
focus.
subscribing to these
You're not gonna
right
be the
here.
focus because
They're
I'm
gonna
hitting
be
you. You're not gonna
moguls.
give no tips.
Goddamn tycoons by the end of the fucking scene.
So what are you doing? You like beating your meat and writing in a notebook at the same time?
what I'm saying.
no,
Like,
I was more so thinking like
Oh.
you're in doggy and then she's just presenting
No,
like
the nigga who's watching, what is he
Yeah,
doing?
like what do you like?
Like,
oh,
what
I
is it?
guess
You
I-
like?
He's just like,
Oh
yeah,
shit!
great.
what is
No,
he
no,
great.
no, but it's like, look, you know what I'm saying? Your blood starts flowing.
I don't know about that one. I
your
mean,
brain starts operating
No.
optimally.
I don't want to learn about real estate and see a dick.
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is not what. This is not
That means
gonna
that
get
you
me.
just casually just watching porn.
I'm not
That's
gonna
not-
retain the
Is that
information.
not bad? Okay, so people that like, okay, listen.
Sounds like role play.
You want to see her getting hit from the back while
What if you-
explaining
So I think we
properly.
just
What if you
unlocked.
did
He
role play?
wants to see some educational porn. Like
Educational.
that's gotta be
Oh
your
my
fantasy.
god!
Education- that's real, ain't it?
Yo, bro, these plumber videos.
know.
I saw
they could
something
be
like that.
educational. They
Yeah,
could
you're
really
getting
teach me
way
how
too
to fix
excited
the
about
drain.
this right now.
Bro,
No
I
cap.
don't know where I've seen it before, but I feel like that's real. Educational porn. I think it was something
That has to
I don't know if it
exist.
was a parody or something.
Hey,
but it was real.
I learned this probably last year. I think no matter, hey, don't look at me like that, bro.
So what are you about to learn?
I'm about to say, I learned this last year. There is literally a category for everything, bro. Even if you could think of the most ridiculous thing ever, and it exists somewhere on the internet.
Why
man.
do you know that?
Because I tried. I thought there was gonna be a category that nobody would ever search, bro, and it existed.
What was the category?
What is it? What was it?
Yeah,
What was that?
right.
What was that
Don't hold
category?
the
What was
pod
that
back.
category that made you realize like, oh, everything exists? What was
Hold the
that?
pod.
It was like a specific type of midget porn,
Why did I think? I was thinking that too.
and
I was
like,
gonna
there's-
guess
I was
that.
guessing like
There's
midgets.
no way that's gonna exist. And
Midget
my
role play?
curiosity got the best of me,
Wait,
bro.
how specific? Like
Yeah,
I
what's
gotta
specific?
know.
Like-
I don't remember what it was.
like a
I'm-
mid-
What made you get to that point? Let's
Bro,
I just
that's
saw something.
crazy.
I saw like a little person on Twitter with an ass, and I was like,
Wait, was he sitting in somebody's lap?
He?
Was it Jimmy Snacks?
he-
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It was
No.
a midget in his lap, and he was driving. He was
She's
just,
actually bad too.
yeah, she was kind of thick though.
okay, I don't know who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
We-
I just saw something on Twitter, and I thought to myself like, I never seen something like this before. So I Googled it, and this shit fucking existed, man.
Side note: would you rather a fucking midget or a 7-footer?
7 foot.
You wouldn't want a midget?
7-footer means that it comes with other appendices that are come alongside 7-footer.
7-footer might be like a lot of fun. Actually, I guess both could be a lot of fun.
If
7-footer sounds aggressive.
That's
Very
a lot.
aggressive.
Your bed, man. That 7-footer. That means she got at least
Like,
minimum
what
a
if she
size
picks
14.
you up?
Exactly. She pick you up.
She picking you up.
That could be a new experience.
She's wait.
Well, we didn't say a strong 7-footer. We say
God damn, she
Iron Man.
bodybuilder,
If you're
man.
7 feet, you gotta be strong.
Yeah.
you could be
No, you
strong.
don't.
Or
Just
imagine
wrong.
if you 7
don't.
foot
7 feet.
If you
I know weak 7 foot NBA players. I know these guys.
No, you
I
don't.
mean, they're not weak. They're just
I do.
skinny.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
they're
talking
weak.
about the
Whoa,
average
whoa,
girl
no,
that's 7
no.
foot.
If you're 7 feet, also imagine the size of her hands, bro.
Imagine the size of her thing.
That would be very disrespectful.
But wouldn't
a
that be
big-
like a,
What?
like you could just
What?
what did he say?
like her. I didn't want to say. I already said pussy, didn't I? I
Yeah.
didn't say it. But look, wouldn't it be a lot bigger than the average girl?
I don't know the answer to
Or
that
is all the
question.
same size?
I think it like I don't know.
But see,
Don't you?
after this, prior tonight, I'm gonna get curious now, and I'm just gonna just
you
investigate.
just put her legs over your shoulder. That's heavy. Them legs heavy.
Everything is heavy. Would she touch your face with her
Y'all
hands?
making a lot of
She wears
assumptions right
size
now. You have
15.
never had this experience.
You gotta take
Her
a Ross.
hands are gonna be. You think she's gonna have smaller hands, 7 feet tall?
She'll give you a
no,
concussion.
I'm not talking about hand size. You guys are assuming a lot
She
right
could
now.
like really beat your ass in some
She
slab box.
could. She could. You do
probably
the wrong
could.
move. Stop it. Come in and smack. Wait, her voice may not be that deep. It may not be. It might not be. It might.
Hey, John!
It might not be that deep.
John! Hey, this nigga John.
It might sound like, hey, stop it.
Hey, John. Hey, John, you bugging.
But back to the midget porn.
Yeah.
It was just curiosity. I wasn't. That's not like I would try it, but it's like just to try it though. I would try it the same way that like I rent Priuses. Like I don't think it's gonna be fun, but like it, you know, what I'm saying?
I went through that
I'm so
stage.
glad you said this. This was something I was talking about the other day. So, do a lot of guys just have sex like for the experience? Like,
Yes.
really? Okay.
Do women do that? Shut the fuck up. Don't lie. Shut up.
Not for the
Don't,
shit.
hey,
What do you
hey,
mean?
nigga, don't lie, nigga. Don't.
You want me to
Like,
agree with
y'all would
you?
really do
No,
some
Nigga, you
weird.
been on the podcast and you said the shit.
No, you said what? Say what you said again.
Yeah, I'll try.
Have sex for the experience. Like, you may not even be attracted to this
Oh.
specific girl, but something
yes.
about it.
No,
is-
see, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't go that far. There's
See,
some
exactly.
level of
Exactly.
attraction.
There you go,
for me.
Lo.
Like, for example, like,
you go.
you know,
Marcel.
little women, the 7-footer, like maybe like
Yes.
Asian, you know what I mean? Just the opportunity presented itself. It's
I have to
probably
be-
pretty
You gotta,
rare.
be, you gotta be
to be
attracted to her.
attractive.
She
I have
has
to
to
be
look
attractive.
good, but it may not be like
Not that she's
depending-
like ugly, but you're just kind of like,
different
might
situations
not
get
be-
different dick. You know what I'm saying?
But
you don't
she's
get the
not,
same
bro.
dick.
She's not gonna. A 7-footer is not your type, right?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
But if
I
she's
might not be
bad
attracted.
though,
Try it, though.
if she's
I
bad, it's
wouldn't
different.
actually. I wouldn't try a 7-footer.
Like, if she wasn't, if she wasn't
you know, right
attractive,
now, I would not be attracted to
But
a
there was
7-footer.
a girl I was talking to that was 6'4". I was so excited, man.
Talk me. Add 8 more inches.
how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay.
Add 8 more
6'4".
inches.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah,
though.
that's,
I mean,
not,
I
that's not
just-
bad.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
8 more inches.
That's 4 inches.
Nah, it felt considerable.
And what is 8 more inches gonna feel like then, bro?
7
But
foot.
that's the thing, though. It's an experience. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
want that
saying, man. It's
Oh,
just
so
an
you would have
experience,
two
man.
midgets.
But that's like when I pull up to Virginia. That's no one's first fucking
Just to
destination.
make up for the stuff. So
You know what I'm saying? But you still have fun in Virginia. You have
This
a good ass
nigga
time.
is comparing having sex with a 7-footer.
So 7-footer or 3 midgets. That adds up. You stack them up.
Hey, just call little
right.
people, bro.
This nigga
Little
might have to get cut off for the rest of the pod.
But yeah, no, I was looking at that at one point, and it was like they had little people's porn, and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just like
that
it was
exists.
role play. Like there was the dwarfs, like Alice in Wonderland and the dwarfs,
Dead ass.
and then it was like the Justice League, but they
There
were
were
all
7?
little, huh?
So 7 dwarfs.
7 dwarfs, yeah, and
Oh,
one
wow.
Was
Alice,
it gangbang?
huh?
Was it gangbang?
I mean, 7 of them and one of her. She was sleeping for a moment.
Whoa.
Hey.
She was sleeping.
Isn't it always like that?
It was Sleeping Beauty. She was beautiful.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Justice
Oh,
League.
so what? Do women do that too?
Honestly, I don't think so. No.
I don't watch porn.
No,
Oh,
talking
no,
about having
like,
sex for
the
experience.
experience.
Women don't do that.
Cow.
Nah, I don't like it.
I think a lot of the girls that fuck with me in Atlanta do it because like I have like a suburban vibe and they've never
I
had that
think-
before.
Wait.
I swear to God, yo. I swear to God. I
So you
mean,
think
very
that's
dead.
their
big dick.
experience?
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
just different.
girls would like do that for the experience of like status, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like oh, it's this rapper, like so I'm gonna do it, or
A
like
YouTuber.
oh
YouTuber.
yeah, it's
It's a YouTuber.
yeah.
Brown skin.
This nigga.
Why you look at me? I am brown skin, but I wasn't talking about me.
We know you weren't.
Personally.
We know you weren't. You were a producer, not a YouTuber.
Disrespect.
So okay. So
Hey, get the brass knuckles up, man.
so if women believe that, why do you think that they does that like run by your mind, like women, like men, like a nigga might just be talking to you just because like he never had a light skin before?
I feel like light skins are all over the place.
yeah,
though.
that's not like that's not a rare
It's not
occurrence.
not anything special.
Also, how rare are we talking about just for the experience?
Just something
Like
that's
what
not
I said,
common.
like, you know, like little person, tall person,
I wouldn't
like
do- okay,
different,
maybe
a
I'm
wild
not in that.
ethnicity that's like, man, I've never encountered this ever. When am I gonna get this chance again? I might as well just hop on it.
Damn. Nah, that's not me.
It is me.
Oh, this nigga right here, boy.
For the experience.
So, out of curiosity, you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable, but why don't you try content like that on OnlyFans if you know that it's going to
Sells.
work? So, I don't know what you're
Oh,
doing.
nah, like I've thought about this all the time. Like I have people ask me, like if I have an OnlyFans, like I could make bank. Like I definitely know I could make money.
Yeah.
Like
So
for
why?
a fact.
So
I wouldn't do it because like that's just the standard I have for myself. Like
True.
same way I wouldn't do certain type of videos or certain type of photo shoots. Like personally, I really believe in like protecting your brand. You know what I mean?
It's a question I ask girls when they say that. So if you got offered 10 million porn contract for a year, you don't have to do porn for a year, but you'll have a count and everything, but you have to film porn for a year. And it don't say how many shoots you have to do, but you'll be a porn star. And they say that immortal stuff, but what you do is $10 million contract. After that year, you can do whatever you want. You have the money. You don't have to do porn no more, but your stuff will be there. You can still
Nah, I
do it.
wouldn't.
this nigga said he asked
I don't.
girls.
I would
that.
never do porn because I think one, porn is like very aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
You can
Like,
pick what you do. But I just see that girls say that.
You can't though. You really can't.
In this contract.
Oh, in this
you do.
contract
yeah,
you
you can
can?
pick what you want to do, but you just have to do. Like they'll say, I don't really want to show my bodies, my morals, but I just want to start my business. I'm saying, so if you got a 10 million in advance, 10 million up front, you'd have to film porn for a year of your choice. You have to film.
Oh yeah, so I just wear a mask.
So you just don't want your face to be seen.
No, like my mom would be so disappointed. Like I could never do things that would like disappoint my mom.
True.
Like that's how I'd be looking at.
You
things.
ask women that question?
Huh?
You ask women that
It's not
question?
like it's not a question I just pull out, but when girls say that kind of stuff, I just be like, some of them change their mind. They're like, yeah, for 10 million, for sure.
But yeah, like
And
I
was
just
why they
like
change?
you know, guys need to think about it more. Like y'all be just giving, but like you don't ever think about what that feels like to take. You know what I'm saying? Like porn is aggressive. I feel for these porn stars. Like
Are there reverse gangbangs?
What?
I-
What are you? What are you talking about? Right?
Isn't there reverse?
I don't know how to answer that question, man. I'm not
Where
gonna
it's like the girl is like dominating the man.
oh, would you let that happen?
But that's the shit.
No.
He loves to be
He likes
dominated.
that, though.
Marcel right here.
He likes
Swear to
domination.
God.
yeah.
Swear to God, he gets dominated.
Niggas is
He likes
talking.
that.
Nah, you got a face on.
Like when she spit on his glasses.
Niggas is just talking.
Smack him around.
Yeah,
Niggas is
yeah.
just talking. Niggas is talking. But
Talk-
more,
You
but
ever
more than-
dominate a guy before? I don't know how personal we're getting on this podcast.
Like what's like dominate?
Like you got him tied up, or like
You on top of you tell him
know,
That's what y'all niggas think when I say that. Y'all think I get tired
feel
of
like I would
downstairs?
really like enjoy like being like a dominatrix, like just like
You never tried it before?
nah. There's not like there's a lot of guys that aren't into
No,
that.
there's a lot of niggas like that. You
I'd
just
like to be what? Say it low.
yeah,
Dominated.
No, there's definitely a bunch of niggas who like to get dominated. You just gotta like try them one time and then
What
they'll-
worked with you?
I got tried one time. I was like, I really enjoyed that actually. So
Wait, how she try
it's
you?
now my new mandatory.
So how did she try you? What did she do?
Yeah, what was her,
What was
her move that led you to that
like
realization?
she snuffed you on your chin and said, "Shut up and take it," and you was like, "It's time. I'm dead."
This nigga's wild. Nah, nigga, that wasn't it.
She
bro.
like slap you across your face.
I didn't get snuffed. I didn't get snuffed.
Did she choke you?
Yeah, I've been choked before. Yeah,
With a
for sure.
belt?
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, yo.
Oh, that's freaky.
That's sort of whole.
I mean, like your
story.
first time, you were preparing by like sex rope or nothing like that. All you have is a belt.
Nah, just being like a slightly aggressive, just like push on the bed, hop on top, like just taking control type shit.
I can see with your back turned. Like it been a long. They got back.
Hey,
Get on the bed.
Yo.
I just,
and then his
that's
dick
what-
went hard.
I remember I heard some. Wake him up.
God.
Wake him up.
But what you talking about? No, I've never done that.
No, you did do that shit, bro. Stop capping,
Not
dog.
with the leather.
I know I heard some
the
downstairs.
leather black suit, jump out suit
Oh,
with
no,
the
no, no,
whip.
no.
Nah,
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
nah. But you saying you think you might enjoy that?
Yeah, like if I was getting paid to just like degrade a man, like why not?
Oh,
There was, yeah, bro. There was a girl.
Not like
That sounds sinister.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like,
what it is, though.
Yeah, it is.
There was a
Yeah.
girl I was dating where she did that at some point in her life, and she was telling me stories about different guys. Bro, that shit is fucking wild. And they have like crazy, like they'll tell her like they'll have like role play and like they'll be the slave and then there'll be ropes and they'll be tied up and she'll say certain things to them and it gets her. Like there was one story she told me where like she actually didn't even have to do nothing to him, just making him a slave, and then she just treats him like one just off her voice alone, and he came. Swear. It was a fucking crazy story, bro. This shit
there's
happens.
people like that out there.
This shit happens, man. And that just led me to believe that like anything is possible. You know what I'm
That
saying?
also lets me to believe that on the free scale of 1 to 10, how I keep saying like I'm like a
One.
4 or 5, I keep going down to 1.
Okay.
I just keep getting closer to 1.
Would you
Cause
let who's like the baddest female?
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Would you let Rihanna like
No.
pee on you?
Pee on you?
Yeah.
where are we going with this?
No.
We went from beating to pissing
I
on
don't-
each other.
You wouldn't?
No, Nick. No, AJ.
No, no.
Yo.
AJ, you let Rihanna pee on you?
I had to think about it though, no cap.
She didn't say you fucked or nothing. She just said you just
Yeah,
sit
she
there.
said you
She,
getting
after
pissed
her
on.
performance, she say word,
Oh,
then
no.
pee on you.
No.
Mouth open.
But she's naked.
It don't
That
matter.
don't mean shit to me.
She naked.
Shit to me.
That's a selling point.
That's my
Rihanna being naked
benefit.
should never be the selling point.
Yeah, she's naked. Fuck
Yeah, it actually can be in a lot of instances.
No,
myself.
it's not.
For peeing on you?
No, I said it in a lot of instances.
Oh, I'm talking about this.
Ain't no girl can
instance.
pee on me. No matter. Nah, they ain't not.
Yeah,
going.
I don't care how long we fucking after that. We can't.
Even if
I
it's an
can't.
accident, I'm gonna get mad.
I
How
can't
you
get,
piss on someone by accident, man?
Huh?
How you do that by accident?
It happens.
it happened to you before?
Hey, man.
No. It don't happen to me.
Have you talked about experience?
No, it don't happen to me. But you know, like your girl know, like you haven't, and then you're like, oh my god, stop! I gotta pee, and I feeling you gotta pee.
Wait, I don't know about
You know,
this.
you never had that before.
No.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
like,
Hey,
it was
John.
like no, it was just like deep in somebody one time, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta pee, stop, I gotta pee. I pulled it, and just gotta pee.
Bro, have you ever needed to piss? Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that part of like,
I feel like people pee before.
yeah.
Yeah, but
You know?
you don't pee before it, then
No, you
that's
just
not-
hold it till after.
Nah, like I don't know
If
anybody.
a dick in
why
your
would you
stomach, you
hold
can't
it?
hold it like that.
Right.
How, bro, if you drank that much water, it shouldn't come rushing and hit you the moment you start fucking. That's something you probably.
But you don't have a dick in your stomach.
But like, why would you be full of?
Turn his mic off. Turn his mic off, bro.
Look you dead in your eyes and said, "But nigga, you ain't got
Get on your mute, bro. Nah, man. Don't ever look me in my eyes, man. And say some shit like
that
that.
nigga dead ass leash. He ain't got a dick in you, nigga. So you don't even know."
Oh man.
Hey, bro. Hey. All right, man. Next topic.
Because y'all niggas got dick.
Yeah,
Y'all
next
niggas got-
topic, man.
We're talking
Talk
about
about stocks or something. God damn.
Before we even go even further, so what is there anything else that you do? Like performance and things like
Oh
that?
wow. Okay. So I think we hit them all.
you hit him.
We hit them all. I really like to write, like as a hobby.
Like poetry or like
I feel like just writing in general.
okay.
You know, it's very therapeutic.
Interesting. How far are we, John?
1 minute. I'm an hour and 40 minutes.
He said 1 minute,
I
bro.
was reading like it was time.
Yeah, I see that. All right, so I guess we can get into the real
The real juicy stuff.
The real
The
Yeah.
real
It get juicier than what we did. That was medium well. It's about to get medium.
the real
a little pink in the
questions.
center.
All right. So what's your horniest moment?
Oh whoa.
We asked
Horniest
men
moment?
this too. It's just not just girls. We asked all the men.
Why you say
Make them feel comfortable.
I don't think I have one, honestly. I feel like when you're horny, you're horny. Like, what's your horniest?
Like you
Like-
did something outrageous. Like you was just like you was that horny that you normally wouldn't do that because you was that horny or he had you feeling that way. You did something out of your way or you just did something like you just that horny.
like most niggas like they get so horny that they'll drive an hour to go get some pussy that's not even like guaranteed to them.
Or like be
Oh,
their mini
okay,
class.
okay. Like I feel like you're at a party or something. You go to the bathroom, get it popping.
So that's now the third person who said they masturbated in public. Okay, cool.
No,
I don't think she
Oh,
meant
no,
masturbating.
like
I don't think
had
she's
sex
talking
in the
about- Get it
bathroom.
poppin'.
Oh, had
Yeah,
sex?
yeah.
She said the real
Oh,
deal.
that's actually better than what your freak shit says. So,
I was like
You want to reiterate it real
I was
quick?
16. I just got horny in class. I almost jerked off in the washroom, but I ain't though. I didn't though. I
I like
didn't.
how you casually just said that.
I never-
Really.
Yeah, nah, I
never did,
never.
like, this party.
I never been out and just like had an uncontrollable.
The party sex, like having a mid party. I don't know.
I never
that
did it
before.
either. I'll let you know.
Nah, like especially when you're lit, like it's like.
It's like after sex, I have to be tired. I'd be drained. I don't feel like putting if I have jeans on, I don't want to put them back on. Like I want to go back and party. Like you just beat some cheeks and just jump back in the mosh pit.
That would be that actually is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Okay.
Your fit not the same no more because you had to at least take it to the ankles, take your shoes off, depending on how big the bathroom is. You touching the shower if they have curtains or not, or it's like the little metal slide thing.
Hey, you getting real specific.
Yeah, like I feel like you took me to a place I'm visualizing.
Yeah.
I'm a visual learner, so I like the imagery.
Okay.
You see it too, don't you?
I see it.
You see it.
The whole sliding glass and everything.
Jesus Christ. What is your biggest simp moment?
Biggest simp moment?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm ashamed. Okay. Probably just like talking to a dude after he's like done me super dirty. Like
So you have one? You have a simp moment?
a simp moment.
Because the
Like
amount of
a
niggas
specific
who
simp
come on
moment?
this podcast and act like they don't know what that word means, and then we have to walk them through it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're lying if like at some point in your life you haven't done some simp shit.
That's what we all say, but apparently there's niggas in here who are too cool.
Nah,
for school.
you know what? That just shows the level of simp they went to. Like they're that's locked in the vault. They're really embarrassed. But nah, like everybody has somebody that they've been like.
Yeah, so tell us yours.
I took back an ex that like I had found out like was posting his booty hole on Craigslist.
Whoa,
Yo, that's not where I saw that.
that
going,
went
bro.
upper left.
What?
Yeah.
He was selling it.
Yeah.
He was what? He was what?
He was selling it.
He was selling his pictures or his booty hole?
Like, hey, who wants to stuff it?
Wow, that's crazy. Like, just
Yeah.
the thought.
Nah, like there's you know what? I thought I was the only one, but there's like multiple women that have
It's a group you went to?
experienced,
Y'all sat down like
Wait,
in a circle?
so
Wait, don't stop her. What are you about to say?
not that have experienced like having a man that's on the low. And I didn't think that was a common thing.
So did you fulfill his needs and say, babe, you ain't got to do that no more. I got you at
Oh,
home?
nah. Like, this man was like, he was married. He lied about his age.
Well, he's married to who?
So I think a female. It was, yeah, it was a female.
This nigga's all the way.
Yeah, no, like, he's like, that's like some real psycho shit.
Yo.
But like, I was young and I was,
He was
and I was
married,
in love.
dating you, selling butt pics.
Yeah.
No.
That man is busy. He had a day job too.
Yeah.
That's a busy man.
But now, like, he'd be lying about when he was at work. Like, I found that out and I'm like, oh,
I wouldn't have
wow.
that much time in a day.
Yeah, nah, he had, and he was cheating with another girl too.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. But I was young and sad, so.
Wait, so what did he say to get you to be like, all right, I'll stick around?
He was like, oh, I took a picture of my booty hole to show my nurse sister because, like, I don't know.
Wait, how do you know it was his booty hole?
I thought you caught him.
Wait, how do you know it was his butthole?
So, like, he had, like, spread his cheeks and then, like, the living room was in the background.
Oh Lord. I thought you caught him. Like, is this your butt? That's our living room right there.
Nah, and, like, it was like,
Is this your
I
butt?
recognize that family photo right there.
Is this your butt?
That shit in the living looks similar.
it was like a two slide, like a dick pic and a booty hole. And it was, like,
Oh, a two
describing his physique.
Nah,
like,
nah.
hey, like, who wants to stuff it? And it said it was a virgin hole, but
Hey, how did you find that?
That's crazy. Let's be serious.
virgin.
What was you doing on Craigslist under that section?
Nah, I was doing my detective work and I just happened to find email replies from Craigslist, which took me where I needed to
So what
go.
category is that? You just list that as
It was
what?
it was actually like looking for trannies.
No.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, they actually used to be a thing on Craigslist. It's not like that no more. You know.
No, it's still
I
like
don't know
that.
who you. Craigslist still active?
Yeah.
It's still up.
Wait, what?
It's still up.
Yeah, Craigslist still exists.
You want to see the
exists.
picture?
No.
You got it?
No, he talking about. She talking
I
about.
feel
Is
like I
this,
saved it for memories because I'm like, that's so wild.
what?
And you just have it on standby to show to prove your story. Like it really happened. You want to see?
Hey.
Yeah, how you address this nigga like you just you just threw this nigga the phone?
Nah, like I really threw up because I was like, yo, what? Nah, for real. I was just like, what?
And so then that nigga used to spit game to you, and you was like, "I'll take you back."
Wait, who took the picture?
He
he
did.
did. He spread his
That's a
ass cheeks,
selfie, bro.
Like,
So he spread his ass with one hand and
Yeah.
took the picture with the other.
yeah. Like,
That nigga's a multi. That nigga, he dating multiple women with a wife and a job. Nigga, he know how to multitask.
That's
Yeah.
wild. That's really wild.
that's a really wild story. It is really
what did I
wild.
teach you about men?
Not a damn thing. that's absurd.
Nah, you know,
No,
it's
that's
so
not-
crazy
that's
though.
not-
What
Like,
conclusions did you come to like after that whole situation ended?
I would hate niggas.
nah, like it just really taught me that like people could really, like, you just kind of can't trust. I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't trust anybody, but like people could really just not be who they are. Because, mind you, we had been together for years, and like the story that he had told me about like why his license said he was a different age was like he like broke down and like cried and like it was some real crazy shit. But when I found all that stuff out, like people that were like closest to him for years, they had no idea. And mind you, like every year we're getting birthday cakes celebrating the age you aren't. So I'm just like, yo, this some just real psycho shit.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't trust people in general neither. Although I haven't really been burnt for like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people wait till they get burnt before they stop trusting people.
Burnt.
You know what's crazy? I
Yeah,
really
like-
never let that like
You got burnt?
affect how I
haven't.
trust other people
I'm
after.
happy you didn't do that because
Cause
Say it
I
again.
feel like
Sorry, I missed it.
that's okay. I said I don't really let that affect like how I trust other people because everybody's different. I just think you gotta have your guard up and like you know what I mean. At the end of the day, like you gotta make sure you never lose yourself. So anything can happen. Always have a backup plan on like being solid with yourself.
I like that because it's most and it's understandable. So I mean, if you got cheated on multiple times or you were in some type of relationship with somebody that really wasn't real, and this nigga's lying about his age, and the nigga's posting his butthole on Craigslist,
Bruh.
like that would damage me. No cap.
It was like it was
That's trauma.
posted like he
You
was
thought that butt was
searching
yours.
on our journey from moving from New York to Florida. Like that's crazy.
Oh my god.
wait, y'all moved together?
Yeah, like we
year?
lived together and like I found that out probably like a month
How was
after
he still
moving in
married?
there. I don't know.
Oh, he was in the process of like getting divorced. Or something?
Like not like I was like getting his stuff out the crib and I saw a tax form that said like your status is married.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you meant like he was like
Oh, but you know
around
what? The girl that he was cheating on me with, he did end up marrying like a couple months later.
Damn.
So
Okay.
She's a weirdo.
yeah, I don't know. It's a real
Did
interesting
she know
story.
about his butt?
She did apparently, but
She
call
probably
that.
just held that nigga down and was like, I got
she
you.
probably I think she just disregarded it too because he
Damn,
denied
he must
that.
be one charismatic individual.
Like, are you either gonna be with me or sell butt?
He's like I said, he's a real cool dude. Like nobody in his life like knew anything about that. Like I really cracked some Da Vinci Code with that.
You're a detective.
So how did you know to get in
in
detective?
your
Oh, I guess
arsenal.
you saw the email.
Emails, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never-
Talent.
Is it?
It is.
I watch
That nigga's
Criminal Minds a
mad
lot.
Now,
sloppy.
women's intuition, like, I'm not gonna hold you. It's crazy. Like, you get a feeling, you have a dream. If you know something's up,
I don't
like,
believe that. So
I don't
explain to
believe
me
it
why.
either. And also explain to me this obsession with signs because you referenced that earlier in this
yeah.
podcast and I wasn't feeling it off rip.
signs. Like, what do you mean?
Capricorn.
Oh yeah, I'm not like a huge believer in
Okay,
that.
okay.
I think that like the signs definitely relate to personality traits in an eerie way where like I feel like there's some type of truth to it, but I only know the people that I've encountered. You know what I'm saying? So like I know he was a Taurus, so I'm just like, man, Taurus men might be a little, you know. But
Okay, can you do you think you're good enough at it to like tell people like after this, like as long as you've known us for like an hour or two, can you tell what we are or have a gauge?
oh nah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Okay,
I
you're
barely
not
know
that-
all the
okay.
signs.
Is she a
So.
mind reader, bro?
No, some people are just into enough to be like, oh, you're giving me
You can guess what
Aquarius
signs you think we
vibes.
are.
Yeah. Yeah. nah.
Yes, no, there's definitely people who do that. Yes, by the end of one date, you're like, are you a Virgo? And they'll just do that, and I'm like,
Yeah, nah, I'm not on it like
I
that.
like
You a Virgo?
yeah, that's kind of OD. That's OD.
or
Oh man. All right, so let's
You got another juicy?
yeah, we just bring it
Right,
down.
that's a good story.
yeah.
That is
You
actually.
can write a book about that story.
I could. It's a good story.
Let's bring it down a bit. What are the 5 things that you look for in a man?
5 things I look for. Personality, like you have to make me laugh because I feel like I'm super funny. So if you're dry, it just isn't gonna work. Corniness turns me off like immediately. So you can't be corny.
How do you be corny?
Man, like one time, I don't know.
No, you know. So go ahead and say it.
Like I don't know, because maybe you guys have done this at some point, but this dude sent me a picture of him in like a onesie, and like I didn't ask for it.
Nigga, I've never done that in my life.
I didn't ask
Guys,
for it.
I don't wear
It was like
pajamas.
unrelated, and he thought it was funny, and I'm just like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
We've never done that.
dub.
I don't wear pajamas.
Yeah. So,
Wouldn't catch me in a onesie unless I'm getting paid.
but
Most niggas I know don't own onesies. So
yeah, I don't know a single person.
Was it
who
Christmas? Please tell me it was Christmas?
no, I had ducks on it.
Oh hell no!
owns-
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
black dude.
Yeah, he was like,
He was dark skinned too.
nah, he
Mixed?
was like,
Okay. Cause I'll be wild.
he was like one of those like brown gray.
Huh?
Or wait, I'm trying to think of how to like.
I don't know any
Brown
gray people.
brown gray.
Like maybe like your color, but like a little bit
No.
brighter.
Brighter.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
so he had a onesie
that's
with
like your
ducks
color.
on it. He just sent
Nah,
it to
nah,
me.
not
random.
that. Not
not
that.
like me.
Not that light.
What did he say? He said quack. He just sent it to you.
Nah, I think it was like a LOL.
Were y'all dating?
Like he was really trying to like make me his girlfriend. Like he was telling my roommate,
That
like
nigga
he
failed.
was like, please tell her to like be my girlfriend. Like
Can't do
please
that.
have her do it.
That's also
Yeah,
corny,
that's-
though.
okay,
That's
that's-
corny.
that's
too.
more-
He was a
cornier
really
than
good.
the duck
He was
shit.
a really good dude though. Like
was
don't get me
too
wrong,
good.
but he was just wild corny, and I couldn't do it.
Do that.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you? Okay, that's a good question. Hey, okay, so
Here's a duck.
Can she finish a 5?
all right, you tell your five.
Said personality, no corn.
No corn. You have to be like tall, preferably at least 6 feet. You have to have goals because I've dated too many bums. And what's another one? I feel like we have to have mutual things in common, or like if we don't, you have to be able to like, I don't know, like teach each other type things. You know what I mean? I think it's really dope when you can learn things from somebody else. Keeps you interested.
Okay. I like that.
Those are good ones, right?
I like those. I wasn't. No, communication, honesty, loyalty. I thought after a nigga lied to you about his age and his butt.
Oh
fat
yeah. No, those are big ones
Honestly,
too.
What about
I
looks?
should have been at the
Yeah,
looks matter?
Yeah, let me put honesty instead of corniness. That's more important.
because she said cornies before honeys. I'm like, I guess.
I think it's
photos.
like easier for me to think of the things that I don't like.
Yeah, I want to say
What
I
about,
definitely would take a duck foot over a
So
butt
looks
photo.
don't matter in your
No.
category.
Oh no, I'm definitely shallow. Like
You're shallow?
not shallow, but like I've definitely lost out on good people because I'm not attracted to them, and I just can't like force myself to be attracted
That's
to
not
somebody. I'm
shallow,
not.
though. You can't force who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the short thing like really gets me. You know what I mean?
Well, if he's
Why do you think
under
that
So
is?
what if
6
he's
foot,
short and then y'all-
under 6 foot is not short. Just to be clear.
Nah, but he
Hey,
should be like at least
it
like
is short.
maybe like 5'10".
Why do you think that's the case? Out of curiosity, because like the height, you know what I'm saying? Because at least for me, I can't speak for all men. Like if I'm fucking with somebody, I could overlook some shit that I would prefer. Like I prefer light skin, curly hair, but if she's dark skin with straight hair, but I fuck with her though, I'm not gonna be like I'm caught up on whether her hair is fucking curly
Well, she's
or
7
not.
feet though.
Yeah,
It
but that's
really-
the
it
thing too
went-
is like, does she have
You
things
lying.
that are gonna
You
make up
lying.
for it?
Maybe that's
Because
bro, I don't
Exactly.
even be-
So you
I
gotta
don't even be
height.
on the red carpet with her. I gotta look up and
So
know
you
what I'm
want
saying?
small
Pick
and
me
girls
up.
want tall.
Type shit.
Girls want tall and
Okay,
boys want
it's
small.
true.
Nah, but that's extreme though. 7 foot is extreme. You know what I'm saying?
6'5"?
he just said he dated someone who's 6'4".
Yeah, I just said it. That's cool. That's
You
cool.
said
If-
dated?
Yeah, dating.
But you saying
Not a relationship, just
But
dating.
you just saying he was like interested in. He thought she was still attractive, even though she was still 6'4".
Yeah, so what's up
She's
with that?
saying if this nigga's below 5'10".
So what did she do to
it's
piss you
a
off?
no.
She stepped in your camera?
I just lost interest, like as in her as a person. But it had nothing to do with her height, though.
It went over your head?
Sure, dude. I guess it did, man.
This nigga right here.
You wanted to use that.
I
You
wanted
just
to
waited
say,
on
I was
podcast.
waiting.
All
He
podcasts.
was.
Okay, so because I noticed that's like a big thing with a lot of women, regardless of their height. They're like at least 6 foot, and then like 5. There was a girl I was dating where like she asked for my height, and then she like took it back because she was like, "Oh my god, what if he's not 6 foot?" And then I just told her like I'm 5'11" without shoes, and like I could see her fucking brain start to panic. Like that inch was like, "Oh my god."
Oh
And
no, I'm not that petty.
no, but she overlooked it after a while. But I just thought it was so interesting that made such a big difference, like in whether or not like she could see me. So yeah, that's basically my question. I'm a little curious.
Because I feel like, you know what I mean? You can sit here and say like, you can overlook things to an extent, but like that's like a guy that loves like women with curves, you know what I mean? Like, or like a nice ass or something. And then you find a girl that's mad cool, but she has a flat ass. Every time you see a girl that's got a nice fat ass, you're gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it has to be worth it to the point where like you're not gonna be out with them seeing other people and just feeling like a dummy. Like, yeah, because that's not a good feeling. Like you're just like, ugh, like I don't want to be with this person.
Yeah, you don't want to feel it. That's how you know.
Yeah.
You feel confident and feel like you see another girl and then like even her flat ass makes you happy.
Wait,
This nigga right here. Bro.
why would another girl's flat ass?
I'm saying like if you like big booties or unctuous booties, and you fall in love with a girl with no ass, just back, and you fall in love with her, you're gonna love her back, and that's all you're gonna like.
Yeah, you gonna love her back, literally.
Yeah.
You gonna love her
and
back
be there behind her and everything.
behind that back.
Yep.
This nigga's retarded.
That's all it is. Because there's no ass, it's just a continuation of your back, right?
Oh my gosh.
This nigga right here, bro.
Or the bottom of your back. Once you get the word bottom, the
Bottom.
bottom of your back.
Like
We at
SpongeBob.
we at 2 hours now.
Uh,
By the way,
any other question? I feel like I'm missing one of the more juicy question we normally ask.
you said horny, simp, and then 5 traits.
Yeah, you did say all 3 of those, bro.
I feel like it's one more now.
Me too.
That's
I'm
your juicy
blanking on it.
questions?
Damn,
Yeah, so
how
you
juicy?
Can you want more juicy questions?
Yeah, let me ask y'all one.
Okay, go ahead, go.
All right.
All right, so for you, what is like the most embarrassing moment that you ever had?
That's not juicier.
That's juicy. It's embarrassing.
I got slapped in the middle of the hallway in school. That was pretty embarrassing
By who?
Okay.
by another nigga. Yeah. And I couldn't fight him because then the principal broke it up before we could even like fight. So that was like I just got slapped in the middle of the hallway in front of a bunch of people too. Like right like after the school starts and they let everybody from the cafeteria into like the hallway and shit like that. It was just a bunch of niggas in the hallway, and I got slapped right in front of a bunch of niggas.
Damn.
I never had a really embarrassing story.
I did.
What's your story?
I was at Greenbrier. And you know one of them belts, the cloth belts that go in the loop,
Yeah,
and you lock it up.
yeah.
I wasn't familiar with it. I thought it was just cool, so I had it on. I had the shit, and I couldn't get the belt out. So I had camo pants, so I just shit and peed all in my pants, down my leg, and everything like that. And I couldn't go home yet because my mom dropped me off. Oh, no. So I'm just chilling, walking through the mall with shit on me, and everybody think I'm farting, so I'm just constantly saying excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad day. I never wear that belt again. I can tell you that. Yeah, I couldn't get it on loose.
I had like a lot of small embarrassing moments, but nothing like massive. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb light shit. Like everyone in our 8th grade graduation, everybody wore black suits, and I was an idiot who came in like a beige suit. So they were just making fun of me the whole time.
Hey, this nigga, hey, I can see photos. And to see a black shit, this nigga sticks out.
Like it was just awkward, you know what I'm saying? But I never had no like crazy embarrassing moment. Like one time I was with my family, and all my family was like, "Hey, you shouldn't sit on the escalator," and I was like, I know what I'm doing. And then my shirt got stuck because I didn't get up in time.
And it started tracking.
So then I started to pull out, and my whole family tried to save me from getting sucked into the escalator. So that happened. So it's just a bunch of small shit like that. But it's all like, short term embarrassing.
I have a bunch of those shits.
Oh, I got another good one, right? So have any of you ever made a fake profile before?
On what?
Yes.
Like to lurk or somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I done it before.
No, I didn't make a fake profile.
Not to lurk,
page.
but I've made a fake one.
Oh, no, like a fake profile to like, so you could lurk.
Yeah, I've
I
done it
didn't lurk
before.
on my page.
I just do that shit on mine.
So what's the story behind that?
You know, back in my younger days, when I was naive. Since I was just in a relationship with somebody, we broke it off, and then I was just young and dumb, and I was trying to figure out like what's she doing right now, like trying to figure out what's going on in her life. And then this is I think this is on Facebook where like you can be seen, like they know on the side like how when you on and how long you on and shit like that. But I know I'm very, 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 very rarely on Facebook up until like recently. So anytime my shit pops up, it's like noticeable that it's up. And at the time, I wasn't again on it, so I only followed like a handful of people. So I had to go out of my way to just make a whole fake Facebook account just to go like
That's a lot of
figure
steps.
out, just to go see what she was doing. Then just to learn that like her Facebook was like semi-private, so only have her photos popped up on Facebook and shit like that.
Oh, man.
And a lot of them were just old ones. So then a part of me was like, I'm good. She ain't really posting nothing crazy. And I was casually, like a week later, I was casually going through Snapchat, and then her shit posted up on Snap. And then you can kind of tell she screenshotted from Facebook that she posted shit. And I was like, I didn't even see that shit. So now I felt dumb as fuck for it. So I went back on Facebook and I followed her from my fake dummy account. But then I knew I had to follow a bunch of other people too to make it seem like it's real. So then I just have a Facebook account right now that's like a dummy account. That has like nearly 100 followers on it. I'm just following nearly 100 people.
Hey, that's
just fucking like,
what's your name on there?
I'm not even gonna say.
I made a Facebook account too, Donald. I don't remember why I made it.
Donald?
But on Facebook it'll say seen. Like
the
you
nigga
when
named
you
Donald
scroll
follow
past
me.
someone's status, it'll tell them you saw the shit.
But back then, that didn't exist. If that exists back then, I without a doubt wouldn't have no other choice but to do it. But now it does this. Back then, it didn't do that.
Word. That shit caught me off guard. I was scrolling through someone's shit. This was like 6 months ago because I be on Facebook like 3 times a year. I was like, I wonder what this person is up to, because sometimes people in high school surprise me and I see some shit on my page. I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah. And I saw it says seen by 141 people. And so I clicked the shit and I was right there with him.
Oh, you can see like.
Yeah, it will say that. Yeah.
I was like, that's
But
tough.
back in the
That's
day, it
crazy.
didn't say that. Back in the day, it just gave you an update on who's online and how long they've been offline and shit like that. And because I'm very rarely online, because she didn't follow that many people, I knew my shit was gonna pop up as soon as I got up there. So I had to follow all of those
You
stuff.
had
My
to-
homie, we just call each other. He asked me, he about, if he see I'm following her, what's the Carfax? And we Just do it that way.
Also, I had a friend who just did that for me at that point. Moving forward, I have a friend who followed her.
Relay you information about a girl you weren't talking to no more.
I was like, yo, what she doing? or I'll be like, let me hold your phone real quick. I'm gonna make a call real quick, and I just like quickly go through Facebook, like, oh, okay, she ain't doing shit.
I don't do that.
And then fake like I was doing a call.
Man,
Yeah.
Figure it out, man.
But that was my petty days when I recorded that video and uploaded it on Snapchat. So
I don't be that concerned now.
back in the day, man.
yeah, back in the day,
Reckless, petty low.
Oh, so wait, so have you ever done it? You made a Finsta?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah, that's tough.
Really, you said you was gloating about your detective skills earlier. I figured you'd have a couple.
Nah, like I wanted to give you guys the sauce, but then it's like, might ruin it for females out there.
No,
yeah, the guys
you're
that
already
watch
here
this
right now.
podcast,
I like sauce.
It might, I feel like I gotta keep these secrets because
I got the crush.
y'all get a lot of views, and then a lot of people gonna have their security features on. It's gonna mess things up.
What?
Hey,
I was just vulnerable, and now all of a sudden you gonna stop? No. The secret's gotta. Ain't nobody watching this even fucking podcast. Come on,
we
now.
got like 5 viewers on this.
I mean, Apple, if you got Apple and your phone is attached to your laptop, that laptop unlocks everything. Laptop unlocks everything.
Well, I don't have a MacBook, so that don't apply to me.
Yeah.
So you can go through your messages on the laptop.
Yeah, you can.
But they sign in with the iCloud ID and stuff like that. Whatever you.
Yeah,
text
so
on your phone.
iCloud is really the master of it, because then you can get email, you can get contacts, you can get pictures.
I'm never having a MacBook.
So if I have 4 steps, so you can't get into my shit personally because it gets sent to the backup.
Time to get
The
alien.
backup
Yeah,
doesn't actually receive
it is different now too, because then you'll get a
forwards it
notification
to another number, and that's
yeah.
a virtual number that forwards it to another virtual number. So by the time you get to the actual number that has all the security codes, you know what I'm saying, it's locked down.
Yeah, you're gonna get found out, and that's embarrassing.
Someone tried to do this. I'm like,
I had some random person hack my whole Instagram, like maybe a couple months
word?
ago.
Somebody just did that to mine recently.
Nah, it was crazy because I had gotten an email and it said from Instagram.com, and I okay, so I guess this is like the last scam. But I looked at it and it was Instagram.com. Everything was like verified, all that, and it was like something about logging in. So I logged in, and then I was out at a restaurant and I started getting these notifications, and it was like sending the code to my phone.
Yeah.
And it kept doing that. So I went in my Instagram, I'm like, oh shit. I changed my password, and then it logged me out. And then I got I couldn't find my profile, and I was like, yo, what's going on? And I got an email, or I got a message on Telegram, and it was like, I have your Instagram account, pay me $600 or you're never getting it back.
Yeah, that's corny. Yeah,
You paid $600?
Hell no. I was bugging out. I was like, I was so tight, but I just went through all these steps to try to let Instagram know.
Oh, okay.
you got it back.
But I felt so dumb because I had went to you can't email Instagram, or it's so hard to contact them, and they had an email that was support@instagram.com. I emailed it with the picture of him telling me he's trying to blackmail me for $600, and that was the scammer's email. He emailed me back and was like, haha, you're not getting it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I was hot there.
And then
Oh, you
from
thought you was
there,
slick.
from there I was like,
Thought you was slick.
I was getting all these
800.
Yeah, he doubled the price
notifications
out of that.
he was trying to change my Amazon, my PayPal, my Airbnb, everything. It was so wild.
That sucks.
It was so
The
wild.
basement
But I
tied
got
up
it back,
your
so
phone,
it's a happy
you called
ending.
the house of the killer. You're like, I'm down here. Someone help me. Dean, are you downstairs? Shut up before I come down there and beat you again.
Nah, for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you got it back though. You got it back, right?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, me too. Because that was stressful.
Yeah, low.
What, nigga?
I said, what's up, man?
Oh, what the fuck? I guess I feel like we're missing a question, but I guess
Y'all want some speed round questions? I got questions
Oh, you
on
supposed to play
deck.
your song.
How you come from-
Oh yeah, you are supposed to play the song, but yeah. Oh, she hosts. She hosts. She does this.
Oh, word. I forget. You just came prepared with questions, or you just off the dome?
No, it's off the dome.
Let go.
All right, so what's the craziest thing y'all have ever done to get a girl back?
To get a girl back. Why you point to me first?
Because
nigga?
I wanted you to go first. I'm trying to think. What's the craziest shit I ever done?
To get a girl back, I guess just like drive extra long and spend a lot of money that I didn't have to really spend because the relationship was massively toxic. like drive from like 30 minutes one way and just hang around and just look like a dumbass nigga and just spend money like a dumbass nigga and then drive back with like I didn't feel like I gained any momentum in getting her back. So shit like that. I did shit like that before. John?
What'd you do?
Same shit. Drove far like a dumbass nigga. Had stuff in the car. Had like stuff.
Oh, one time I did that shit and I took it to the laundry. I did it. I kind of sort of did it. We went to the laundromat. I took it to the laundromat and everything.
To wash your clothes?
Yeah, wash your clothes, put quarters in it. Like, he's like, I'm hungry. It's like, we can get something to eat. All that dumb shit.
So you washed her clothes and fed her. She still did you dirty.
And I left.
Yeah, I tell you that.
I left and she was like, all right, I'll see you later. I was like, there's no conversation after that.
She just
I'll see you later, man. She's not
She
fucking
took her
with you.
clean clothes, her full belly, and left you.
Her clean folded clothes.
You folded them too?
No, she folded them.
He don't fold his clothes.
I don't fold my own clothes.
Look at his laundry room. It's a disaster right now.
This was Valentine's Day.
What's the craziest shit I do?
Too much, man.
I probably just compromised some shit, like a belief I had about, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
I just like, okay, so let's say I had a belief about like this is what I'm looking for, and then like
I feel like we can't get the story because
Yeah,
you're leaving
just
some
say
parts
it.
out.
Say it.
What are you talking
This is
about?
what we're here for.
nah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know how
She
you
took
can.
a nigga back who was selling his asshole on Craigslist. You can definitely give us some insight.
Ain't no pictures. Ain't no photo book.
That was a girl I was fucking with. Any girl I talk to has some kind of ambition because I'm way too ambitious to fuck with people that are just casual about life. That's cool. I just can't have that energy around me because there's shit I want to do. And I deluded myself into believing she was those things. And then like I remember because he was telling me shit like, yeah, man, you really changed, dog.
Nigga was going around talking to a low life. I was like, nigga, what are you doing?
Shit. So that's probably the worst thing.
She
I
was a
did, but-
degenerate.
Yeah,
She was.
I'm not gonna argue on that.
Neanderthal.
That's
Yeah,
probably
she's a
facts.
Neanderthal.
That's probably facts.
I mean, she was
But
hairy, too,
I don't
right?
think I ever done nothing crazy to get someone back though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not to get someone back.
Wait, you said to get them back? Mm-hmm. I still didn't get her back after that shit. I was mad.
But no, you said just trying.
Yeah, just try.
'Cause I ain't get her back either.
I didn't get her back.
You guys ever sent an unsolicited dick pic?
I've never sent a dick pic.
No, I've never sent a
What do
dick
you
pic.
mean
Ever.
unsolicited? What does that mean?
Like nobody asked for it. You just
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no.
Ain't a surprise I just give out.
Niggas
Just
wild.
surprise my dick.
Nah, I've never. No.
I don't need it.
Not unsolicited.
I don't need a leak 5 years from now when I'm.
That's exactly what I thought about.
Yeah.
And then like during my high school, it was like this big old exposed shit going on. Niggas going out bad. It was like for like 3 months of high school, and it was like niggas you knew, like girls going out sad every day. A new page, principals trying to stop it.
That's
Like,
wild.
everybody like going
Hey,
out.
we had the same thing at
like,
high school. So
we
yeah.
talking about dropping
What
like
the fuck?
new pictures every 30 minutes of like people you knew. Like think about
That's
you in high school and you
wild.
see like. No, you like you go to school one day like damn y'all laugh about somebody get exposed. The next day
He's getting
they
exposed.
can
getting
block
exposed,
you
yeah.
on the page at 2:00. And they looking like
wow.
That's crazy, yo. There was only one leak, and it was one girl in our high school.
No,
That's it.
there was a whole Facebook group that was literally just dropping text messages and
exposing.
pictures of
That's
niggas.
crazy.
That's where I stop.
That's
You want to
wild.
see this? You gotta see it in person.
Yeah, I would never do that shit.
I've never
personally.
sent a regular dick pic.
I
I've
appreciate
never done.
nudes though, so that's kind of hypocritical. I always tell girls I'm talking to like, I want you to send me nudes, but you're never gonna get some shit from me. But that's honesty
Also,
though.
do women like dick pics though? Even if it's solicited, like
Not really. I don't think they like them that much.
I'm
I feel
asking
like I
a
do.
woman right now,
I
nigga.
feel like I do.
I'm asking a woman.
And like
You
yeah,
ask, how do you ask for a dick pic? How do you ask for them?
be like yo, let me see it.
Won't he just like pull up on FaceTime or something? Why would he send you a photo of it? Right?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of like
look at it for
making
a
men
long time?
uncomfortable.
Oh, word?
Like do something that you probably wouldn't do. You know,
Probably still won't do it.
you might.
It's just that it's just like when you like doing like something and you're in front of a lot of people, and then it's like dang, like you never know nobody's motives. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
can
facts.
ask, and
That's
then
facts.
they hold it against you, or you get mad or something like that. Like you know what I'm saying, girls like most of them sympathetic, but I don't like keep them like or show them out. Like,
Do you guys keep your nudes? Like, you got like photo albums of?
Not anymore. I used to. My dad was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, I said that. Why not? Why not?
Because I used to have like a bunch of them. Like girls used to send me stuff all the time. I had like a vault.
So what's the reason for keeping them? Memories or?
No, sometimes you just scroll into your
look
camera
back-
roll to
you
find a
look back at
specific
them.
photo of like some shit that you've lost that you wanted to get, and then you
Snapchat
put a
was
smile
the
on your
devil.
face. You go, oh wow, oh man, I got that news
It's
thing
It's
right
not
there.
really me keeping. It's not like I don't like really actively go out of my way to delete it. Or anything. It's like it's just there.
It's like the booty hole pic. I get
I
it.
enjoy it for the time being.
It's
and
not.
then let it go.
I don't think it's like that.
It's literally not like that.
Unless that brought happiness to you, did it just put a smile on your face?
No, but sometimes I just not that I look at
Oh,
it.
you say yeah. You
Oh, you
does
got
have
that saved. Oh yeah, you said you had that saved.
Yeah, nah, I do.
You just look at it.
Could just give you like it's like, oh man, I remember that time.
Remember
I'm
that
just
butt.
like, man, that was
Remember that ass.
wild.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with just reflecting on the past.
Yeah, because sometimes like when I think about it, I'm like, that doesn't even seem real. But
Yeah,
then I'm like,
it
that
seems-
shit definitely happened.
That ass.
I do look at that sometimes. I've been seeing some news that are really good. I'm like, dang, Shawty really bad. Like, dang, what I'm gonna. But it's like news get me in a zone. I'd rather just see you. I'd rather just see it in person. Where
Yeah,
that's
that's how I
how
feel
like
too.
if you see me in a nude, I'm not gonna see you till this weekend. This Monday. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You ever get a nude sent? But you know how you could look at the metadata and this shit was sent from like it was shot like a while ago type shit.
Oh, you look at that?
You can see that shit.
Oh, wow.
No, what I do is like when you send me a nude and I look in the background, I was like, I've been in your house. And that don't look nothing like your house right now. So I'm like, either you moved or that's like some shit from a while ago.
Damn,
Or
I
not
didn't know
her
y'all
nude.
analyzed them like that. That's
Nah,
crazy.
because your phone will automatically sort it. So there was a time when someone sent me a nude, but it was from like a year ago. And so I was like, yeah, how come I can't find this nude? I was actively searching for this shit, and I found it all the way at the top because it was the oldest photo. So I was like, why the fuck is it up here? And I realized when she looked at the metadata, this shit was shot a year ago. I was like, why she send me a nude from a year ago? She could have shot one right now.
All right, hold on, I got a question for you now. Have you? I'm assuming you sent nudes before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you put your face in it, you pose, or what you do?
Yeah, nah, I put my face in it.
You pose?
Oh, you not
Yeah.
afraid that niggas like gonna share that shit?
I mean, I've never sent a nude to someone that I wasn't
Exactly.
with. So,
I would have sent it. I gotta trust them.
No, but even when you're with him, you don't know if you could trust him with something like that because that's like ammo for a devious person to do something real devious. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, that was definitely like when I was young. Like now, yeah. Like
It would be
it's
illegal for them
somebody
to,
that
but some people are fucking idiots,
Yeah.
so they just do dumb shit.
Or
anyway.
like I've experienced this too, like dudes that will just pull out their phone and like start recording video while y'all going in. Like, do you guys have you ever done that?
recording
going in
video.
what?
I thought
you
about
Yeah,
it
like
one
recorded.
time.
Yeah,
I thought about it, but then it went wrong. I just don't do it no more because it's like
You should just randomly record fucking, not even asking.
yeah.
no. She said it was okay, but I had the
Yeah.
phone. It felt good. I dropped it on her head and just ruined it. Oh no! It just
Hey,
killed
man.
the vibe. And you know how iPhones, they're kind of heavy. And it hit you dead on your head, like it killed the vibe. And I just said I'm never gonna film it again.
I feel like that's too much going on at one time. I just want to enjoy myself in
That's
that
what I'm
moment.
saying.
I ain't
I just
trying
love
to.
the moment.
I ain't trying to get the right angle while I'm fucking. Like, yeah, I just want to get.
It would be nice to reflect on said video.
Only
after
if
the
it's
fact.
like a celebrity. Like I never like if it's Rihanna, I gotta film it because when I'm a fucker again. But if it's somebody I'm having sex with, it's gonna be the same thing.
Nah,
next
because
time.
if you dropped the phone on Rihanna's head, that would be tragic.
That's still a
her
story.
agent, her
still a-
manager.
That's great, though.
Coming for your
I'm about to
head,
say, that's
man.
still a story to tell though.
That's
Be
a story to tell,
I
yes.
got all that shit on camera,
yeah,
nigga.
Rihanna was just going stupid. I'm talking
Hey,
about
you
so
see
stupid
Rihanna's
the phone
performance
fell
today?
out.
You noticed the bump on her head?
Yeah,
That was me.
That was me on the Emmys, VMA Awards. That bump. Yeah.
All right, so wait, do you have you ever approached a man?
However, what?
Approached a man?
Yeah, I can say like probably every guy that I've dated, like I made the first move.
No,
What?
what's the first move look like for you though? It's not just looking at him, is it?
Like Doritos.
Not like I'll like be super bold about it.
You pull up to him?
Like slide in the DMs, be like, "Hey, what's up?
Oh
What's
shit,
good?"
okay.
No, but
Yeah.
like in person, not in DMs.
Not in person. Like I'll straight up like just walk up and talk to somebody.
I respect
Oh
that.
wow, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then-
that's
How do
just
you-
me. Like personally, like
You're from New York too, right?
yeah.
How do you
Lower
run,
Pennsylvania.
how do you run down
Wait,
on
what?
him?
He
What
said,
do you
or Northern
Northern
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? What
Nah.
does that look like? You just go like, "Hey, you're cute," or do you go, "What's the approach look like?"
You just find like
just
a way
start a
to make
conversation.
conversation, and then
Yeah.
you start flirting, and then you feel the vibe.
Okay, word.
But it all starts with like eye contact, because you know when you're like out somewhere and you can like see that y'all keep looking at each other. You know what I mean? Because if they're like completely dubbing you with that, then it's like, okay, I'm probably not gonna say nothing.
Facts.
But maybe I will. Who knows?
This is the last question that I meant to ask. Do you do 50-50?
What?
50-50.
What's that?
Like 69?
50-50? Like y'all split
69?
everything 50-50?
Yeah.
Like you pay your half of the rent, I pay my half of the rent when you're in a relationship with a dude?
Oh,
or you pay your part of the meal, or I pay this meal, you got the next meal?
Nah, like I feel like yes and no, but like not keeping tabs type thing.
Oh yeah, of course not.
You know what I mean?
Tabs, no.
But I would kind of feel offended if it's like, all right, like we're not roommates. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's attractive for a man to provide.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's like, oh, like you owe me for this and we got to go half and half for this, like that's not cool. But I have no problem like paying for stuff. But like I feel like when someone does things for you, it in turn makes you want to do things for them. So it's like a 50-50 that's unspoken on.
So no, you don't split the rent.
Nah.
Okay.
We were waiting for it. I was like,
yeah, we said all
you kept going over it, over and over.
So
But you
no.
know, when the spirit and the moon comes
But you,
out,
but
I
you,
feel
but
like
if you paying for the rent, like you paying for like the utilities and stuff like that, or
Yeah. I mean, it really depends on the situation. Like I haven't lived with like a dude for a minute,
oh,
so
okay. But when you were though, that's how y'all.
like he was paying for the rent, and like I was paying for like pretty much everything else, which I feel like didn't add up. So probably wouldn't do it like that again.
Oh, for him, it didn't add up.
Nah, I feel like I was paying more somehow.
So he paid for the rent, and then you pay.
Yeah,
for
like if you pay for groceries, you pay for utilities, like that stuff all adds
you
up.
paying for literally everything else.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, they don't add up. I thought you meant like utilities add up to the rent. I was like, no, that's not.
Oh yeah.
So I
Nah.
see, like you do utilities, and he take turns of groceries. Like here's 100 towards the groceries. Get some of this for dinner.
To see something
And
shit
just
like that,
spend
I disagree. It's just like, man, if I'm out, then I'm out.
about-
You're out.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
Yeah.
How about when it just comes to dating? You're talking to a guy. Let's say you're on a third date, and then like the waiter comes over. Is like, all right, bill, and then
What-
do you
what-
do a pump fake with your wallet? Do you like box him out,
Look
or do you
around.
just fucking stare at him in his eyes
Take
until
a
he
sip of
pulls
your
out his
water.
shit?
It depends. Like, is this the third time that we're like seeing each other? Or is this the third date? Because I feel like I'm not spending bread until like I feel like it's somebody that's like worth it.
Word.
Like, what do you do? What's your go-to move? I'm just curious. Girls have a different go-to move. Like they send it out.
Like I'll sit there and wait and like see what you're gonna do, and then when you do pull out your wallet, I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you.
Oh, that's it. That's the one. That's the one.
It is the one.
Let's sit there
Yeah.
and they're like this.
So there's not really like a date amount in your mind. It's just like how you feel. It's just like how y'all vibing to the point where you feel.
Yeah,
like
because
you'll
you know what
take
I
it.
mean. Like, obviously, my experiences haven't always been the best, so it's like you gotta feel people out, and like I feel like we can all agree, like nothing sucks worse than like wasting energy and especially money on somebody that's like not even worth it.
I think it's especially energy. I've spent like money on dates, even on first dates, where I was like, this is
Money
probably
too.
stupid, but I don't know how to explain this, but
can
like
make energy
that's
back.
just not the obstacle for me. You feel me? So I don't want to say I spend whatever, but like I just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, I just went on a date to an escape room. But then after Friday at a certain point, after a certain hour, you have to buy 4 tickets. And I was like, damn, I gotta buy 4 fucking tickets for this shit. So that's double the fucking price. So I just asked Waleed and Benny to come through. Cause I was like, yeah, niggas, hey bro, just come through, yo. And it was enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? But that was more expensive. But I was like, the money is not the issue again. It's just
Yeah.
having a good time.
And I'm always ready to like, you know, like I always bring my wallet and always be ready to pay.
You
I
ever do
feel
that-
like it's always the principle, you know, like feeling the person out to see like what they're about. Because if you were like on some, damn, like you got to do 4 tickets type thing, it's like, are you really capable of taking somebody out if like that's gonna be a big deal?
Well, if you originally thought it was just gonna be 2 tickets and then we doubling the price, then
Yeah, there's just did catch me off guard a little bit because it's 30 a ticket, so I was like 150 kind of OD, but I'll make it back. I just had to
see
work
that in that
extra
situation. That's a very unique situation. I'm not gonna use that as an
Yeah.
hours. Yeah,
example.
yeah. Okay, damn. I had a question I was gonna follow up with. I forgot what the fuck it was though.
So is there like a certain stage where you're like, essentially, I'm assuming you would stop dating him before you get to the point where you just feel like we're going on endless dates and I'm not really feeling you anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're not a malicious person. I can
No.
kind of get that vibe from you.
Now there's definitely females that go just to get food, but I've been eating good in life for a minute now, so
That's
a
so
fact.
obvious to tell who they are, though, bro. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Is it so obvious?
It's so obvious. You can sit down with them
think it's
one
pretty
time
obvious.
and get a vibe immediately.
No.
Girls that
This
always
nigga
want to
was
hang out
talking
and be
to
like,
one
hey,
for a
let's.
year.
Nah.
I swear, this nigga was talking to one
just cap,
for
bro.
a year.
You just cap.
8 months, my bad.
But that was just convenient, dog.
Oh, okay, all right.
That was a long time ago, too.
Convenient? What was convenient?
Flash, it was a year and a half ago, nigga.
That's a long ass time ago, bro.
What was
I done
convenient?
came up since then.
What was convenient?
It was just the
5
whole
minutes down
that
the street.
situation he's talking about was just convenient. That's
5 minutes
that's
down the street. That's how convenient it was.
It's less than 5, man. No cap. Hey,
It was fire?
So
All right, so are we gonna listen to the song on or off?
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
forgot about that.
All right, I got y'all. Let me get this.
Those was new jeans, man.
No, these are old jeans.
No, they're not.
Who was?
No, they're
Got a
not.
guest on the pod. He
The
got
jeans
some new
stopping your
jeans on.
ankles, bro. I ain't never seen you do some shit like that before, man.
New ones. Some new motherfuckers.
So
Some
disclaimer,
PDE motherfuckers.
it's a little off. First time in the stew, but you know, this is what it is.
You know we
We're not
roasting
judging
you.
you.
Y'all
We're
about
not-
to
I
sign
am. I'm
Love that
roasting. If
Pennsylvania
it's
style.
trash, I'm roasting.
Bro, she literally gave you a pass on your fit, man.
Yeah. She could have took you out.
in my house. I'm in my house on my podcast. I'm not about to dress
Okay.
to impress.
Ow.
Like,
Y'all ready?
all right.
Hey, put it to the
Okay.
mic.
We rockin' steady, these feelings is true, yeah. Roll up in the city, black chick, bad chick, stay pretty.
Yeah.
Wait, why was that a 5-second
Was
clip?
that a snippet?
Yeah, that was it.
You got a leak of your own song on your phone? What the hell?
You ain't got the MP3?
okay, I'll tell y'all the truth. Like, I heard the full thing, and like they should have took me off because that sounded horrible. Like, I don't know what happened, but that sounded good. So,
Oh, the mic wasn't on.
nah, I don't even know what happened. I'm just like, yo, just wasn't it.
You had that
It needed
moment?
to be re-recorded or something. It just wasn't. Just wasn't it.
So you had that moment where you were like, you thought you could sing and rap, and then like niggas gassed you up, and then you got in a booth and heard yourself back, and you were like, man,
Not my friend. He'd be having like a studio session every year for his birthday. So I always came through, and then I was there, and he was like, "Oh, just hop on." I was like, "Huh?" And he just played it, and I just like wrote something up real quick, like right then, hopped in. It sounded good, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" Like, okay, that's lit. But like, it wasn't anything serious or anything
Okay,
like that.
okay.
But then, and like, someone had recorded this, like that was what someone else had posted, so I saved it. And then I was like waiting for it to come out, like mad hype, like, damn, maybe this is gonna sound lit. And then I heard it and I was like, yo, like y'all should have just took me off because the rest did not sound like that.
That's tough. That's tough. Well, yo, thank you for coming out to the podcast,
Yeah.
Mariah. Where can it's gonna be in the description, but just anywhere else they can find you outside of IG and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, so I have a YouTube. We can plug the link in there. It's just my name, Mariah Craig.
Oh, we didn't even talk about it. Probably should have been one of the list of things you said before handstand.
I don't have like a lot of activity on it. I have some videos, so maybe we could have another conversation on how to be popping in YouTube. But
Okay.
yeah, so Instagram, YouTube,
Okay.
boom.
Twitter.
Nah, like I be talking shit on there, so I keep that private.
We all talk.
I talk shit too.
I was about to say we
We
all.
shit
That's what
talk.
Twitter's for. We all talk shit on Twitter.
All
They-
just throw shit. Just have it.
Okay, it's Mo Mariah, Mo
Shit talk.
Probs.
Is what? Say
Don't
it.
tell them. Just tell us. You're gonna tell them.
Yeah.
They're gonna see our following and then be like, my brother literally came on here and said he's a timeline terrorist. So like that nigga he just say wild shit.
Why did he say that? I forgot he said that. And why
You,
would
you
you
see the shit
remind
he be
me?
posting?
Why did you
Terrorizing your timeline, but I promise you.
bad content?
All right. With that being said, though, thank y'all for everybody out there who's still listening, rocking with us strong. The podcast, all the audio platforms, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate us a 5-star before I keep going. Any last words?
Nah.
It's been cool.
Any last words, John?
I'm chilling.
Say less. Say less. Shout out to all my YouTube people out there as well, rocking with us strong. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and when you get done with all that, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join.
Yay, yay.
Oh man, John.
Get the pillows, bro. Get the pillows. Get the pillows, John.
That wasn't what y'all wanted to hear.
Get the pillows. Get the pillows right
Oh,
now.
Damn.
Get the pillows.
Yo, I'm not.
And get the pillows, John.
You gotta fluff it out
Damn,
first.
that looks beefy.
I feel it. Real beefy. Real beefy. You got one more chance. Go ahead. You got one more chance.
Yo, can I get a hint?
The
You
thing I
had
did.
it. He gave you the answer before the podcast.
Ding ding ding.
Noti.
Okay.
Noti gang.
That me
That's what you
after.
gotta say.
That's-
Oh, I thought
Hey,
that
John.
Oh,
acted-
she about to say it right now.
was Noti gang.
Lovely.
And yeah, shout out to all my word of my people out there rocking with us strong on all platforms: Twitter, IG, TikTok, Black People's Meet, Facebook, all that jazz. We'll catch y'all next time, man. OnlyFans too, Snapchat.
Hey, fuck Audio Mac.
Oh shit.
Audio Mac, right? Oh yeah, Audio Mac. We hate those guys.